Alright, so it looks like this is a story. It reads like almost a book.
Also,
Okay.
I am here, so if this is just a dusty thing, let me know.
Uh,
I thought this was about the.
yeah. No, this is about what you read as you walk up. Like you walk up and
Okay.
see this, and you immediately see this celestial because I believe you are proficient in it as well.
Yes, I am proficient.
Yeah, you immediately catch this, and like it's like reading a stop sign, right? You can read exactly what it says. So you look, and it is it looks like a story, and some of it has been broken off, and it was written in stone. Um, it speaks of an evil hatched on this island, an evil born of nightmares, an evil of, and it's broken up there, and there's some stuff missing. It comes back down another layer, like another kind of level down, as you're getting half of this story in different kind of order. The second one says, trying to contain this creature with the old magics of the gods, and it breaks up there again. And the last one says, if this nightmare is hatched upon the world once again, and then it just stops.
Mmm.
I love it. Okay. All right.
All right. And we will go back over. I'm gonna have you get out, and then your patron wants to see this idol, but he wants to speak to you about it quietly.
Okay.
Okay.
Disconnect. Oh, not disconnect. General. There we go. I've returned.
Return.
Yes, sir.
I have friends now.
Yay!
So,
Man.
is there any regulations on bow fishing in text?
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. I thought it would be cool to do at some point.
Yeah, because I know spearfishing up here, they do 200 tags a year in a water.
Check real quick, actually. Oh, someone's doing a history check.
Ruh-roh. Because, yeah, it was fun. I mean, I wasn't one of the people who was allowed to spear, but I was sitting there as armed guard, waiting for a moose, bear, or other animal to show its hide. Oh, hey, Pumpkin. Come here.
No minimum lengths or daily bag limits apply to non-game fishes in freshwater, except alligator gar, one a day, and then Ladybird Lake down in Austin. There's a limit for one trophy-sized carp, defined as measuring 33 inches or more, and then no limits apply on smaller carp. That's kind of all that I see, legal-wise. And if you're older than 17, you have to have a license. That's pretty much it.
So, nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
it
basic
looks
stuff.
like maybe next weekend I'll be out grouse hunting.
Oh, you know what I've actually want to do now I'm thinking about it?
Now,
Rattlesnake Roundup.
if you want to share information, feel free to do all that stuff. But I want to like when you read something, I believe that you very likely don't read something out loud immediately. Like when you see a stop sign, you read it in your head. So I want to transfer that information to you and give you that opportunity first. Hide it, keep it from your party, lie, steal, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I think Dusty would just kind of, generally say, "This is old, very old. But I have a feeling that this was no god, or at least no god that's around anymore. That's all I gather."
What skills do I have? I don't think
Oh, and just for a little flavor, Dusty's kind of like, if you guys, I don't know if you guys want to roll like a perception check of if you're talking Dusty right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll do
I'm very
an insight check.
now.
Okay.
I want Dusty to roll a perception check at disadvantage because he's kind of busy right now, and then Metalmorph can make me an insight check if he's proficient right away.
I am
perfect.
proficient.
Love it. So perception at disadvantage.
Okay, so we got that. Oh, okay. Now, are you hiding this look on your face, or are you? What do we? Okay. Because Go ahead.
I just want to see if they notice, like, if there's a change in his body language.
Oh, I see. It looks from the 8 insight. It's how you want to portray it. Do you want to? Are you showing difference? Because an 8, he's not really he's still reading this. He's a slow reader, right? Metalmorph is a slow reader.
Scam.
And Skully, and now that's it. And he's like corrupted files, and you're like re-bringing in words that kind of filling in the blanks. And Skully rolled a 9 because it's at disadvantage. Busy, like entrails and guts are all over Skully's face as it is in the muck. It is like a beast, like a beast, as he's just collecting these things and stringing them along a rope.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay with saying it, but like, Dusty's kind of giving like Metalmorph these strange up and down looks, and he almost has a bit of a cold sweat.
Oh, okay. There you go.
He's staring at Metalmorph though, as Metalmorph's reading all this.
Yeah. Metalmorph, you can't help but notice.
I think Metalmorph is going to ask, is it related to undead?
Yes. Well, I don't know about
As soon as you say yes, Metalmorph's fist turns into his mace glaive flail thing. And he's gonna smash the statue right away.
Oh! Yeah, you break it. You just smash the words or the statue itself, the undead icon,
big giant undead.
Oh
dragon
yeah,
thing.
you just smash a big chunk of its leg off, and then begin to break it down, and stone is flying everywhere. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Quick question: did this look reminiscent to a dragon?
It looks like almost like an Egyptian man type dragon thing, man body with a dragon head. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, while I'm getting head, do I find anything else on these? The loot goblin.
The loot, Chad, right as you're looking around. Unfortunately, you pick up his stick, and it is just a mace. He was just the first of his kind to find a mace, and that made him eat good, and that made him pose his will on the smaller ones around him.
Yes,
and
shiny
that's
stick go burn.
Yeah, shiny stick. Brains come out when I hit you. Yeah, so that's basically all it is. The mace. He's naked and slimy and gross and covered in poop, and he peed and pooped himself during the fight. There is nothing of
when I rapier through his neck.
yeah. It's a rapier right through his neck. Mm-hmm. And you guys, as you're breaking this thing down, you see right here and right here, there is small kind of. It looks like a hand coming out of this thing. They look like thrones, but they're not. They're actually shelves. And there is a hand, like a stone hand, coming out of one that's been sculpted, and it looks to be clutching almost like a ball or something, but there is no ball in that one. And this one's been broken and shattered, and some of the stone has fallen and crushed this one here because Metalmorph is just going to town on this statue.
Oh, Joshi would be logging the runes and the celestial writing into his book, so he doesn't forget about this. The entries that he's doing.
Yeah, I will make that a note in your personal backstory under your character sheet, and I will give you a plus to your rolls when you're recalling this kind of information.
Could I do a perception roll to see if there's anything in the room that would fit in that hand?
Oh, yeah, you can. There are plenty of things that can fit. The rocks can fit in there. You can put a sword in there, but it was meant to carry something. And as you look, it looks like its hand is open. I wish I could show you my hand, but its hand is open like it's like you would be carrying a ball, like a softball.
Yeah.
Something along that size. Yeah. And the hand is, as you look closer, it's at one point it was probably carved very beautifully, but time has kind of eroded it. And
For a ball.
yeah, well, I don't know if that's what
All
you're looking
jokes
for right now.
here. All jokes here. I'm being totally joking. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
what you looking for?
Yeah. He doesn't say anything. You hear rips and guts and spleens and stuff getting pulled out, and then he stands up and says, "Are we looking for a ball?"
And you know what I'll do while I'm doing that? What's the most round organ I could find in the chat?
Yeah, you could probably find a heart from the Chadlodite. Yeah, you can probably
I'll
find
just
that.
stand up, knife in one hand, heart in the
Uh-huh.
other, looking. I'm like, you looking for something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all want this?
Yeah, he hands over a nice, large size haul. It's like the size of a softball. It is pretty big.
It is worth try. And then I stick the heart in the hand and see what happens.
Yes. There, all these lights begin to glow around here. Okay.
Unintentionally doing things.
Then, hold on. Can we take a 5-minute break? My wife just got home, so I gotta help her out with her.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
All right.
man.
We'll pause right
Leave
there.
us in suspense, why don't you?
Perfect timing. Metamorph's about to go sicko mode on these statues again, dude.
I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, we're just putting organs now and hands? Okay, alright.
Here's me in old jokes. I was like, you know what? Let me give you all a testicle. And just like, you know, a round object. Here, how about
Alright,
that?
like this.
Oh,
Like, I
man.
didn't want to straight up be like, here, have a testicle since you're looking for some balls.
Shut the
Whoa! Love it. Love it.
I mean, I'm gutting a monster.
Yeah, I'm curious if you can get it, if these creatures have any, like, poison glands. I wanna.
I know they
I would
have pheromone glands.
I would, Dusty as a medicine man would definitely be interested.
Well, we can ask the DM if I left any to be salvaged, as I'm rudely gutting these things. Manhandling some corpses over here.
Yeah, Dusty's just looking at your knife work.
I'm gonna be honest, the knife work right now is very, I don't give a crap.
Oh, okay.
This is I'm going straight to cut the esophagus and the spine, and getting it off.
Oh, yeah. If Dusty saw that, he'd just be like, "You could never be a healer." just flat out, like, yeah, you don't have that skill.
My jobs have never entailed healing things.
Mm. It shows.
It's only been removing organs. I clean things, I don't heal them.
Yeah. Well, you'd make more money in a morgue.
I would make more money in an org.
So yeah, that's awful.
Well,
Little
I've
banter.
got a 16-head rope that we're going to be dragging back to a lizard man village.
Well, we need proof. We do need proof.
All right, wife, I love you. Don't talk to me or I'll kill you.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I love you, baby. Yeah, those lights begin to light up, and there is movement from the statue as it is brought to life.
I smash the hand. I start smashing the fuck out of the hand.
Oh, yeah. And as the hand begins to get smashed, it's not registering pain. I'm going to say this and just be honest with you. This is not it doesn't have a health bar, right? It doesn't start to get a health bar going on. But it is a spell, and it is left here. And the statue begins to speak. And let me change the atmosphere because there is,
okay, I love this. Let's go.
and there is some stuff that happened. Let me get it here. Mm-hmm.
Like unintentionally making something crazy happen when I was like, here, as a joke, have a testicle.
True. It begins to speak. and it will speak in a very peculiar way. Let's see.
Is it speaking in common?
Here. It is speaking in common. Suspense is killing me. Why is it not loading? Fuck it. If it's not gonna load, it's not gonna load. I'm just gonna do it. It begins to speak. It says, "My creation is born. Plague the nightmares of the living. I shall reign among the gods." And it says that again and just keeps on repeating that over and over again.
I'm just smashing this statue to bits.
Yeah, eventually you start smashing it. You see some kind of particles of magic begin to kind of fall away from this thing. And he's going to smash it to smithereens. It's going to go away if you guys don't stop him. But all it's doing is repeating that same thing again.
Is there any other action around the room that occurs
As right now, the lights just glow. There is no other kind of activity going on.
Could I walk up to Metalmorph and just be like, dude, hold on. Like, stop. Like, I'm smacking his shoulder a little bit.
Metalmorph?
Gore-covered hand, like, intestines kind of spewing over because I'm not cleaning myself as I come over.
Metalmorph's eye is red, and he is not paying attention to anything other than smashing the statue.
Oh no!
Yeah, it smashes. I think there could be a one opposed check I can make you guys make, and then you guys can kind of like, we'll go from there. But it is breaking. It's starting to speak slowly, and the words are, coming out slowly and missing words, and eventually one more roll if you want to do an athletics or versus like an acrobatics or something like that to kind of, or maybe something persuade him with a check. I mean,
well, I have a question. With my Arcana check that I made earlier, as far as discerning the trap in the center of the room, or the spell that was expended in the center of the room, would I have to make a separate roll to kind of get a gist of what's going on here? What's
going on here is that something with your Arcana check, these two magics are linked together. Something trapped something inside that prison that requires an offering to the gods to awaken this old magic. And that's, I think, all you can put together. Your Arcana check told you a lot about the room, but maybe not as much of what's going on. Some things are just, you're missing some pieces.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Could I just throw like a bag over his head to see if blocking his view from it will...
Yeah, you give me you just toss, because he's, like you said, Metalmorph is just in it, right? He's just smashing this thing, so he wouldn't notice if the bag is going to be tossed over his head. So, go ahead and toss it, and let's see what Metalmorph, how he responds.
Bag over his head? What do you want me to
Yep, there we go. Just slip it on. Metalmorph, do you stop?
So I'm like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if what does Metalmorph do? Does he continue smashing? Metalmorph, are you there? Genesis, are you there?
Oh, my bad. I'm bad. I'm
okay.
Muted. So you know how like some curtains or whatever, how you can kind of see through them even with them blocking your sight.
Yeah, there's some
I feel like
yeah.
Metalmorph would do a perception roll to see if he can still see the statue. Well, the bag is still over his head.
Yeah.
Perception.
Like, this is like a burlap sack we're talking about. So like an old-fashioned potato bag.
Yeah, it kind of you can't see it anymore. It's been covered.
Metalmorph stops punching and then just goes back to a resting position.
Yeah, there you go. This creature still speaks, but now it's words. It's with your 25 Arcana, this is a melding spell. This is a spell that you can leave, and it will stay in an area and warn or impose or intruders from entering your layers. This is high level magic.
I think Dusty would kind of convey that to Metalmorph and be like, "Nothing's here. It's just a way to keep people out."
I feel like I feel like even with the burlap sack over his face, you'd
Mhm.
still see like the red glowing eyes staying, and he is unresponsive.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay. So we're learning a little bit about Metalmorph here.
We're learning some
Yeah.
stuff about each other. We're learning.
Programmed of some form, manner, or way. We may not be aware of what that is, but it is there.
I think Dusty would tell Skully, be like, "You should probably get him out of here."
I agree with that sentiment. Can you confirm? I have no idea what's going on here. Could you inform me of what's going on here?
And as this is going on, you see that that hawk on Metalmorph's shoulder begin to kind of pull the sack up, and it's trying to free its friend from the sack.
If I see this, I'm like holding the sack on his head. Like,
Yeah.
"Come on, buddy.
Okay.
We're
And
doing
it kind
this
of-
for your master."
It kind of like flurs its wings, and it kind of hisses at you, or doesn't hiss,
I
but
give him the
squawks
look of,
at
like,
you.
Do you want me to do what I did earlier?
Yeah. It make a persuasion roll, and let's see how this responds, because they're buddies. You're trying to mess with their buddy.
Oh, ooh.
Oh no!
Natural one.
Bird does not.
Before,
like me.
as you do that, before you can react, it grabs the sack and yanks it off and flies in the air and drops it to the side. The statue begins to. It's still speaking, but it's broken. Metalmorph finally gets his last shot, and I'm assuming
as soon as
destroy this
Metalmorph sees
statue.
the statue, he's going back to smashing
this
it until it's
that
nothing.
last hit, it explodes it collapses, it falls around him. He doesn't move even as large stones fall next to him, and he turns around. I think his eye has been turned back to the normal color.
Yep, eye turns back yellow and kind of flowers
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, and your bird friend lands on your shoulder and looks at you like, woo! Like, pecking back at you like, we did it, we're good.
It is okay,
And,
little comrade. And then I kind of, like, ruffle his feathers on the back of his head.
All right, yeah. And around here, that's basically all the information that I have for you here. We can move on to the next scene if you guys like.
Dragging a 15.
Yeah.
One large.
Hella fucking head. Yeah, it's just like you're just dragging it along. Every now and then you see small troglodytes as you walk back, but with the display and the smell that's giving off, they are just retreating and not even bothering to intercept you guys.
DM, would
Yes.
Dusty be able to do like a medicine check and kind of rummage through the leftovers that Skully's left behind and see if the troglodytes or even the chaglodite had any like poison glands or any kind of
make me a medicine check, and if you succeed a DC 15, you will get anal glands.
Okay, all right, let's go. Yep.
Yeah.
You
Immediately start digging into the anus of this troglodyte. You get a fistful into his butt, and you grab these glands that you feel hovering around. And then you realize, wait, no, those are his other testicles. He has 4 sets of testicles. And then you grab the glands, and you pull them out. Yes, and we can talk about what those do. I'm thinking that somebody has to make like a Constitution saving throw if they smell that, or they get like they cough or something like that. But we should look into that and think about that together.
Yes.
And you have some anal glands that smell really, really nasty and ripe, but they are full to the maximum. Whatever liquid is in there, as you squeeze them a little bit, kind of squirts out a little bit.
Why does this feel like what they have to do for dogs?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you guys begin to walk out, and it's nighttime now. The jungle is alive, and we'll get to the next music and the next scene here.
It's alive.
Knuckles a little afraid of us right
It's alive. Now we are going to make a roll. Somebody roll me a 1d4. This is for the weather. And I'm going to roll this about every 4 to 8 hours because you're on a tropical island and everybody knows the weather can change in an instant there. So the higher the number, the worse it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. So you come out and then you begin to kind of make movement and travel, and another kind of storm begins to pick up. Just the wind and light rain for now. Nothing too drastic. 4 is the worst, but there is some rain beginning to pour, and it is definitely more difficult to see. And your hooded lantern is like not giving off as much light because it is getting lightly obscured by the rain. You guys step out
to the village.
Oh, sorry, say again?
I think we're beelining it to the village.
Okay. Yeah, it's nighttime. You guys begin to walk. I need a survival check from somebody to get you back.
Let's see, we'll do it.
DC 15 should be easy enough. That's a 15 is a normal thing.
Since I'm also
Oh no!
Oh no! You will roll with advantage because I think 2 of you are proficient in survival, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I've also
Okay. Then you both would like. Dusty says this way, and then you're like, no, it's actually this way.
Dusty just scratching his head with his.
Yeah.
His old turtle mind's failing.
Yeah, you know the answer, but like you're like, oh yeah, I forgot my old mind. And you guys begin to travel. It is a 4-hour travel back. It is getting pretty late at night. I need you guys to roll me a d20, and this is going to be your counter roll. I'm going to roll pretty good. I have. Yeah, I know. Sure enough, nothing bothers you as you make it back inland, and before you know it, you can hear the coastline again. It is still raining and miserable, though. Rivers of water just pour off of you. I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Would
Metalmorph, you'd have to make this because you're metal. I don't know if you're up for this climate. This climate may be a little bit difficult for your joints.
It's a saving throw?
Yeah, just a saving throw. This is a low. This is a very. This is easy to pass, unless you crap the bed. Yeah, you guys are fine. Okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Being out in the rain for like 4 hours, that's never too bad, right? When was the last time any of us were out in the rain like this for 4 hours? But I'm sure you'll be okay. And you guys arrive back to the shoreline. Good job.
Oh no! Wait, aren't we going to the village? Not the camp.
Is it to the village, to the camp, right?
Yeah.
Is that what? I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, you're all good.
The rain continues. You find the village easy enough. It is raining. A lot of them are in their huts. There is smoke rising from them. As you approach, 2 lizard folk see you. They stand at attention. They grab their spears and their shields. But once you guys come into view and the rain is no longer a problem, they realize like no one looks like you around here. And they see the long, dragging rope of just the corpses and parts of the troglodytes, and their mouth.
The gore from me.
Yeah, the rain has done that for you over the past 4 hours.
Okay, it would be cool to walk in here. Just
I know that. I mean, there's a little bit. It's like caked on you in streams. So I mean, there's some like things that are just stuck on you that are not going to come off unless you clean it.
Like, undercolor camouflage.
Yeah.
And like, that's not the
they immediately step to the side. Like there's no challenge in their eyes. They know their betters. They've had problems with these troglodytes, and in apparently 6 hours, you guys go and fuck them shit up and come back. So, elite soldiers, you guys are elite mercenaries, and you walk back and get into the main tent where the shaman is, and you guys kind of stand at the door for a brief moment. 2 more guards see you approach as you guys do. They are not as scared. They are more fanatical. They have paint and stuff like that on them that signifies a higher rank, but they still open up the tent, shout inside, and you hear the Draconic speak, and you guys enter the tent. Let's see.
I respond to Chronic. The job is done as I throw the Chatladite's head in.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
I leave the other 15 outside. Like that's for everybody else. This is
Just
for
letting them
me.
hang out there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is the village, and there's a little bit of rain going on that you guys can kind of hear. The people talking is more audible than things. You guys sit in the tent, and he looks, even as being a lizard folk, you can see that he is impressed. In Draconic, he speaks as he stands up, and he reaches his hand out to shake your Skully.
I reach out
and
shake back.
Yeah, he says, impressive, and he gives you a hard shake. Not too hard. He's not trying to be an asshole. But he shakes your hand. He says, he looks to the others of you. He doesn't see as much respect in his eyes for you guys as he does for Skully. But he
testicles. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah.
Show him the anal glands as proof.
Yeah. You pull out your old man is shaking. Dusty's shaking old hand reaches into his bag and pulls it out and shows him the anal glands. The shaman kind of gives you a nod of good job kind of nod, cool, you did it, and he kind of pats you on the side there, and then goes and he points his hands to sit down on the furs on the ground, and he does so as well. You guys sit around the fire and kind of talk for a little bit. He fulfills his end of the bargain. He lets you know that you guys will have 6 boats, and they're for carrying their river boats. So what he expresses to you: do not take them into the open ocean. They will not hold up against the large waves. They're mostly for skating around the kind of island in the shallow waters. And then you see the Ankylosaurus kind of armor sitting in the back, and it's been painted with his tribal paints and colors. He reaches into a sack and he digs out some parting gifts for you. He says, you have been a boon to my people. We will always thank you. And he looks to Skully. He's saying this in Draconic. He doesn't know how to speak in Common, unfortunately. Skully, he says that to you, to the 3 of you guys.
I'd relay it to them once it's kind of we've gotten everything, and I'm just guys, be respectful for a minute.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Finish his spiel before I talk over him.
Yeah, and then he goes into this whole the sun and the moon have gifted us. He goes into this whole shamanistic kind of speech about the strangers that wash the shore, and how he'll tell stories of you guys and how you saved his people. But most importantly, what he does is he reaches into his bag and he gives his prized possession potion to Skully. Skully, he hands you a potion, and at first when he hands it to you, it almost looks like there is nothing in it, and you hold it up to your eye, you put it to the fire, you look around. It is a liquid that gives off a very light green. He looks to you and he says, that is my spirit walk. Drink it and you may travel. And he kind of holds his hands together and he presses them together, and then he makes the motion of them passing through one another. And he says, basically he's telling you that this potion gives you incorporeal movement for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
You can walk through wall. The incorporeal movement skill, or whatever they call it in this, that movement ability, you can just fly through trees, people, walls, up or down. You move like a ghost. He calls it spirit walk.
Interesting.
He told me that, and I expressed the deepest, highest respect, praise, and Draconic of thanks.
Yeah. He you've done it as much for him, and as you guys came to a peace when there could have been bloodshed, and he's not It's not he wants to take care of his people. He doesn't want to see them die. And there's a nod of acceptance, and he gives you his prized possession. He hands Metalmorph a baggie of dust. This is a dust of sneezing. You can go ahead and look that up and add that into your... actually, I can kind of make it visible to you, I think.
Nice, he can give us the sniffles. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Dust of sneezing and
Sneezing and choking, yep.
Okay.
There you go. That is yours. He hands that to you.
Interesting.
That is pretty gnarly. I'm mad you guys didn't fight him, man. He had all kinds of cool fucking abilities for y'all. You got some fucking...
Oh, damn.
And he hands his last scroll, and he hands it over to you, Dusty. It is a spell. You look like the one that can probably read the best, so he hands it to you.
Yeah.
And it is a spell scroll of Conjure Animal. And you can cast it at its highest level. So you can cast a CR2 creature that makes sense for the environment. Like if you're in the desert, you're going to summon like a desert lizard, right? You're not going to summon like a, like a fish or something. It's not going to be something ridiculous. DM normally gets to decide is how I rule it, but it'll make sense to the kind of environment.
All right, hold on. So it's Conjure Animal? That's what it is?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah! I gotta read this thing. So wait, you said this is the high. This is cast at the highest.
This is cast. It's cast at its level. It's a level 3 spell, so it's cast at level 3. But some of its abilities, you can add 1 beast of a challenge rating or 2 or lower, or you can have 2 beasts. For my ruling, I just say you can take the best thing because I don't want to put like a bunch of small creatures on the battlefield, and that kind of bogs down combat sometimes.
Right.
So this, unless you cast that spell yourself, if you get your own spell, then that's your spell. His spell that he gives you can only cast Conjure Animals as a level 3 spell at conjuring 1 beast.
Okay.
You don't want to have a...
I don't want to put 8 CR 1/4 creatures in there, then rolling them into the turn order, and then making them attack each. That just...
What is it?
But if it's your spell, right, that's your spell. That's a different story. Like, if you put points and buy that spell or learn that spell, then yeah, I'll put 8 beast tokens out. That's fine with me.
I want Dusty to be able to go beta. Summon animals.
Yeah.
All right.
Man,
Cool.
I'm mad he didn't live very long. God damn it. He died in 2 rounds, guys. 2 fucking rounds.
Was it 2? I thought it was like
It was 2.
Crazy.
Well, because he got hit first with the sneak attack. That was the first thing that he did. He moved down, camouflage, uncamouflage, attacked, got his ass. No, yeah, it was 3 rounds. But he didn't get to do anything his first round because he was surprised.
Yeah. Crazy. Love it though.
He said die instantaneously. I swooped in like Batman and said, I don't take any prisoners.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Metalmorph said no you and kicked him into a blender.
Kicked him into a blender. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fuck it. Alright, the rain consists, and you guys walk back ashore, kind of at your staging ground, which is here. As you guys do, your party members see you and greet you warmly. The rowboats will be delivered by the lizard folk. It would be really, they're going to take it back for you. But you begin to kind of walk back and see your allies there. I don't even think I really need to do a map here. But they kind of wait for your arrival. You see Boots kind of moving close and give you like you guys a nod of like hello, and you guys kind of move and you guys kind of come together, and there's a discussion between everybody about what's to happen, about the canoes and stuff like that. And Boots has a different idea. Boots wants to get the canoes today. So
And they said you'd be able to get them tomorrow?
he said that they would be delivered. Didn't say when. He said they would be delivered. She wants to get out of here quickly. Because she crash landed shore, and this looks bad for her. She needs to get on the mission.
We've only been here
2 days.
4 days.
3 days. 3 days. Yeah, 3 days today, as you guys get. Unless you can convince her and talk her down. Yeah. She comes up and after you guys tell her what's going on, I am assuming you relay the information. She puts up her hand where you're speaking, and she kind of looks to Nomad and looks to Dusty, and she says, no, we should leave today.
And we were given 6 canoes, and how many people can sit per canoe?
2 people per canoe. You have enough for everybody.
Was it 4? I thought it was 4. 4 people per canoe.
Well, you want to carry some supplies and stuff with you as well, like the.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd ask, since they're also providing us with supplies, I'd say, well, since they're providing us with supplies to get us through, why not give them about a day? Like, we can check with them tomorrow morning and see if they're ready. I mean, they'll be bringing them to us, so we can recoup all of our strength, allow Nomad to recover from his broken leg so he doesn't have to travel too far.
Oh, you mentioned Nomad. Okay, when you mentioned Nomad, yeah, she shakes her head. She's like, "You're right. Sorry. Fuck, I can't."
Battered people.
Yeah, she's like, "Right, you're right. We'll give it another day. They have to come by the morning." And you see her eyes stoned as she looks at you, Skully, because you're the newest member here. She looks at you. Her eyes are stoned.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not shooting daggers at you, but she's giving you, like, they better be here tomorrow kind of look, or things are going to be different. And you guys may sit here and take a long rest, or a short rest, I'm sorry. Recover any hit dice you may need to recover. And we will jump to the next scene. As it is a miserable night, but you guys find some kind of some coverage in that cave as it is low tide. You guys go in there, sleep for a bit to get out of the rain. As the tide rises, you guys stand out. Nothing attacks you on the island. You basically took care of that because you took care of the troglodytes, and the things that are the most important don't really come to the water end. A day goes by, and sure enough, you are brought the canoes bright early in the morning. And we will go. Say again?
I figured it'd be like the next day, like supplies together and everything. Like,
yeah, no, they have the supplies. They just, it was late. It was raining. They wanted to, make sure they had some time to gather everything. And sure enough, as they bring the supplies, there is like food and there is things on there for you guys. And Boots plays nice and gives the nod and the shaking and the waving of hand. And everybody loads up on the canoes. And her plan. How many
folk came with canoes?
There was about 2 to 3 lizard folk per canoe, so there was a lot more than you guys originally seen.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know. Do they seem like they have any valuable like metals adorning or?
No, these ones are all like they all have stone and nothing metal, no kind of thing. They look like a little bit behind the times. Like
you give them some shiny metal.
Yeah. So their weapons are effective, but they're just crude, right? They're just lizard folk know how to make good weapons, but they're just not they're not metals. And they. Oh, cool! Yeah, you give it to one of them there. The shaman's not there, but you do hand it off to one of the other people there, and he like
bring them to us, so we can gold coin each. I mean, they don't know currency, but
yeah, holds it up. He looks at it into the sun. Everybody kind of gathers around him. He's looking at it, looking at you. He's smiling a big toothy grin, and the all the stuff is dropped off to you, and I will move you here, and we will get. kind of going.
Oh.
So you guys are here. You guys need to get here, right? And it's about 24 miles. You won't be able to make it there in one day. With you canoeing and your people that are wounded, it's probably going to be a slow pace. So you can travel 24 miles. That's going to take you 2 days. So you can stop probably halfway here before you get to here.
Okay.
And
use their natural movement to currents.
Yeah. And you're going to go along kind of this kind of path line, like along the side here. Because any further out into that wave, it would be devastating for your boats.
Deep water, bad currents.
Yeah, deep water, very bad. And you guys travel through the open water. Let me change the scenery. It's still kind of raining a bit. No, it's a new day. Please roll me a 1d4. We want to roll a 1, guys. Roll a 1 so we can get rid of this rain.
What are we rolling?
A 1d4.
God damn
no,
it.
still raining. The rain is still pouring down. And that means the people that are sick and wounded, they're going to make constitution saving throws at disadvantage because they're not able to keep themselves, dry, and their wounds are not able to be really fully cured.
What is our order? Because if I could ride with one, I could use my wing to cover one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take away Bully, so she doesn't need to roll as you're covering her with your wings. But there's going to be some role play going on with that. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say because if since Dusty's kind of more or less the medical man,
you're riding with Nomad. It's not an option. You're riding with Nomad.
Got you. Cool. All right.
Yeah. She orders you to ride with her first mate. Yeah.
Right on.
And Metalmorph, you are riding with either Fever or Dog's Body this day.
I'll go with Dog's Body.
Okay, cool. So we will jump over to a little bit of role play now. We got started a little bit late. So we're gonna push our session a little bit longer.
Let's do it. I'm good to go.
Yeah, it's okay. So Rain and Thunder, it is still raining, and there is still kind of that going on. But now that you are
the event that happens to me during our backstory.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Okay, so I'm definitely looking kind of like oof, and I've got a Goliath with me, so I'm
Yeah. Not say it.
Sad.
Yeah. Let's see here if I can get it. Yeah, it is raining. You are covering Bully. She looks beaten, like from an inch of her life. She has been pretty jacked up. Yeah, they worked her over pretty freaking hard. And
the look over it, I'm getting flashbacks to the people I give respect to.
Oh yeah. Talk about that. Yeah, as you look at her, that kind of flashes through your head. I think give me a little bit of an inner monologue about what's going on there. It was her cousin she spoke of that was in that area.
And does she look anything like him?
Yeah, there's some similarities. You can see the same tribal tattoos. Like they cover their body in tattoos, and you can see that the tattoos match.
I'm doing this also, like, especially now I'm like giving a wing to cover her because I'm like super sympathetic now. I'm like, oh god. And like, as I'm navigating the boat, because I figure I have the pole as well, I'm kind of not avoiding eye contact, but like, I look at her occasionally with like a look of both dread and sadness and regret. With effects, I guess. Like, your people did my people a lot of honor.
Yeah. And like, she, as you're looking at her, she seems out of it. And she's like bleeding still. Dusty did his best to patch her up. But she her eyes kind of blink and come into life. And as they do, she looks to you. And she gives you a grin. And she says in a deep, low voice,
"Oh no.
Now you are watching over me like my people watch over you. Little one."
Yeah, I'd look back at the water directly and just kind of focus on that for a bit, and I'm like, your people did a lot for me, and I really appreciate it. Helps keep my family safe.
And she smiles. She looks you in the eyes, and she's gonna try to see as you're looking away. She's gonna make an insight check to see if there's something on her mind. What's going on? Oh, she rolled pretty low, so she's not gonna dig into that. They look away, but she is gonna repeat the conversation that you guys had in the boat.
I expect
She reaches her arm up, and as you're covering and kind of rowing at the same time, you feel a massive, like, palm on your thigh. It's gentle. It's not hurting. And she looks to you and says, "Please, I haven't heard from my cousin in months." She wouldn't say months. She would say season. In a season.
I'd look back at her sadly and I say, I know. I recognize you now. And in a way, you look a lot like or he looked a lot like you.
She
Drop the past tense for the out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, she with her insight check of only a 4, she doesn't catch that yet. But she smiles and she says, "What is one so beautiful and small and delicate joining the Black Dawn? You guys seclude yourself in the winter and in the mountains and forest, and we provide your seclusion. Why be known?"
Well, you see, I'm young. Me and my brother are orphans now. And I've got to provide for him. I've got to protect him. And this is what my father and mother taught me how to do. So I'm doing the best at what I can.
I remember your father.
Oh, ouchie!
She laughs a little bit. Does he
I
still go
don't
and walks
laugh.
in the...
I actually, I visibly, like, extreme sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't even get to see him.
Her eyes are swollen and bruised that it's hard for her with her insight check to pick up on your emotions, but she can hear your words. And she is smiling, remembering fondly about your father. Mm-hmm.
There's a tremble in my voice. I'm definitely like, ouch. And could we use this as a, like, now I've got his whispers?
Soon. We're going down that path right now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what we're doing.
I know I'm not necessarily proficient with it yet, but could I know a few phrases in Giant just so I could say something in Giant?
Yeah, he would teach you something, a phrase that he may have known.
Mm-hmm. I'd say like
something very basic. Yeah.
Very Nordic, like like one of the like simple prayers to the deceased kind of things, like honors to the deceased.
Oh, with that, you feel the grip on her leg, and she's smiling, remembering fondly, but you see tears coming from this big Goliath. And something you probably don't see often from them. They are tough. They are very, resilient. She didn't even cry getting beaten from an inch of her life. Broken ribs and arm and just battered.
Now, so she did know that my father died. So I'm like,
yeah,
oof, just driving it home.
Yeah. She's kind of great. Like, she's sobbing quietly because it's her nature. She's not going to outwardly show how much she's crying. But she says,
brain's hiding it.
Yeah, she says, "Your father used to walk in the forest. He would always bring us berries and fruit when we were children, before I left. He was And she kind of she breathes deep, and she says, "A kind man with a lot to share. And if he is gone, I truly am sorry." And she looks to you with her eyes, and she's gonna make another check, okay?
Okay.
She's gonna roll this in public, and she's gonna say, "Did my cousin fall the same fate?"
Okay. Yeah.
She just, okay.
Yeah, I'd say.
You're beating around the bush a little bit. She wants clarification.
Yeah. So what I would say is something. I would say I'd give her a story, a part of the story. I'd say I was on my initiation into the hunting party, as you're somewhat familiar with our culture. And upon returning from my success, I found the village in flames. Chokes up. I found your brother. He was trying to save people. I think he saved quite a few. I gave him the honors that he deserved, that I could.
Oh, it's almost a river as you finish of streams out of her eyes. It's not a single tear. Roll me a performance check.
Oh no!
Because yeah. She rolled an insight 16. She's not insight. Oh, she caught it.
No.
She caught it. You're hiding something. Spell your words are not.
Yeah. Okay.
But she doesn't say anything, right? She just sees this, and
Yeah.
we don't know the roles, right? From a player and a DM,
Yeah.
we're looking at it out of her perspective. Okay, but she kind of she opens her eyes and she sees you say this. She takes everything that you say and she's crying, but she feels that you're holding something, and this conversation only stays between the two of you guys.
Yep.
And I know the other party was here, and I want to include you in Dungeons and Dragons, but this is metagame knowledge, and this is something that was shared between them. And she looks at you, and you guys continue making some more small talk. And
I try to make it light a little bit, and I'd be like, "You mind taking up where my father left off and teaching me a little more giant?"
Yeah, and then from there, and then you guys go into she points at the boat and she says, "Boat," like Dory from I Speak Whale, and she does that, and she begins to slowly teach you a little bit of words. It's more of a just passing the time and a kind of fun little game you guys play for the next 8 hours.
A
But
boat ride game.
yeah, for the boat ride. Mm-hmm, yeah, for the boat ride. All right. Cool. Good job. Good job, buddy. We're going to next person, and that is Metalmorph. You're riding this boat in the water.
Shit.
You are riding around. Your bird is sitting at the boat across from you. Dog's body is sitting there. You see her panting as she looks over the water. Something that she just does. She's part. They call her dog's body for a reason. She's part wolf or animal. Face of a human, body of a human. Her arms are covered in fur. Her nails are long. And she breathes heavy and looks over the sand. And your bird scoots up to the side and looks at you. And it squawks really loudly. Looks to you. Pecks at you a little bit.
I pick him up with one of my fingers. What is it, little comrade?
It squawks again, and it tries to mimic your voice. It's trying to relay something to you.
Interesting. Would I have enough time to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual?
Yeah, this is a whole day. You've got 8 hours, my
I
friend.
cast
Yeah,
it
this
as
is
a
what.
ritual.
Yes, that's. See, you cast it, and it goes. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello. He kind of giggles.
Yeah, you. Where are we going?
We are going to find artifact for job.
Color. What's its color?
Would Metalmorph know its color?
He wouldn't know. This thing doesn't really know very much. It just needs to know what it's looking for, the color that it is. It's not very bright.
I do not believe I know what color the object is. I don't even know really what we are looking for, but we will find it.
Then why?
Why what?
Here. Far from home?
It is too... Well, to be honest, I don't really know. I woke up in this strange camp with all these bizarre different people. But they have treated me good. I cannot remember my original God, what's the word? I cannot remember my original directive, but this will do for now.
We'll find. Together.
Yes. And then you notice Metalmorph's eye turn into a soft baby blue. And he kind of rubs on the back of his bird and replies, "Yes, we will."
Now, what does that look like? Are you speaking words, or are you speaking like bird and shit? Because Dog's body's sitting here looking at you guys, and I want to know how she's gonna take all this in.
I feel like he speaks in a normal voice, but like from one of his rooms, you can hear like whispers of like a bird. Kind of like it's his voice being translated into bird. Yeah,
and the bird just going like yeah. Dog's body's like, you see her rowing, and she's like looking at you. She's a pretty, despite her hairy wolf-like arms and legs, she seems kind of a nice, medium attractive woman. She's slender and she's fit. She begins to row. And she looks to you, and she's gonna ask you in her voice. It's soft. She's got like golden retriever energy. Okay. That's the kind of energy that she kind of gives off. She's really calm when it's calm time. She likes going on like boat rides and canoeing, so she's having a good time. She's breathing heavy. She pants often, and she looks to you and says, "What do you remember about yourself, Metalmorph? Been some time since you've been with us."
Oh, fuck. What would Metalmorph remember?
I'm leaving it up to you. This is your decision.
I feel like... Could I do like a... I know I don't have proficiency in it, but could I do a history check to see...
you do a self-diagnosis check? Yeah. Roll me a history check. And I'll give you some information. Yeah, we can talk a little about
that. History. Here we go.
No.
I don't know.
All this time, it's not. TikTok is gonna probably be the one that's gonna help you with this. But all this time, you haven't unlocked it through narrative or through directive yet. Dog's body kind of waits for you to respond as you relay this information.
I believe, and you kind of like different symbols and stuff are going through his eye as he's like trying to remember things.
Very cool. Yeah.
And then it blinks back to its normal yellow. I believe I was a guardian of something, or somewhat, or I cannot remember. But I believe I was some sort of defender. Knight in shining armor, as your people would say. But
Oh.
those memories are lost to sands of time.
She kind of takes that in and continues rowing. She's the rest of the row goes pretty quietly. You and Viktor begin to kind of make some small talk, and he's questioning like a bunch of things that a bird would question. Like, is this environment okay for us? You know what I mean? There's a lot of trees around, stuff like that. But you do hear something when you get halfway to this island. You hear a song on the wind, and your druidic druid speak kind of begins to let out. And there is a call coming from this area. I'm gonna see if I can ping it for it. Yeah, so right on this island.
That's the island we're going to, right?
Mm-hmm.
About how far away are we from it?
You guys are, it's an 8-hour travel. You guys are about halfway, more than halfway there. But the wind carries this kind of voice. And this voice speaks of a corruption that washed upon shore. The corruption is spreading. It is corrupting the animals. It is corrupting the plants. It is corrupting the very nature itself. And a fellow druid is reaching out for assistance.
Oh, shit. I feel like as this is happening, Dog's body and Viktor would notice like different symbols kind of faintly pulsing on his body, like different runes kind of like blinking like a Morse code, I guess, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then and like he's sitting down, so like his legs would be facing towards Dog's body, but his torso would be spun around 180 to scan this island. And then he's going to turn back around and ask Dog's body, Would you like to give me Torah? And he kind of reaches for the pole or whatever they're using.
Yeah. She lets go and allows you to kind of take over. And she kind of sits back, and he's like a dog. She sits at the front of the boat, and she like sticks her head to the side, and the wind is catching her hair and her clothes, and they're flapping, and she's like panting, and she looks over and gives you a smile as she's finally enjoying herself.
Metalmorph is going to slightly up the pace of rowing.
Oh, okay, cool. Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
And you start trying to pull away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're doing okay. You're doing all right. You're making pretty good headway. And you begin to make way towards the island. And we will jump to our last player. It is your turn, sir. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
I was holding in a joke for Metalmorph, because you guys were talking about how Metalmorph was like, how does he communicate with the bird? And I just imagined Metalmorph going, tweet, 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 tweet.
Tweet, comrade. Tweet,
tweet. Yeah, that's
like,
dope.
Like Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove. Basically just that. All right. I'm ready.
Oh, nice. You are rowing and you see that Nomad is laying in the boat. He is sweating profusely. Something infection is taking hold. Something that you feared with your medicine and knowledge that can grip some people who with wounds such as this. Mm-hmm. And you feel his forehead as you're rowing. It is an elevated fever. And as you release your hand from his forehead, you stand and look, and the space around you is different. And it looks no longer like an ocean, but you are sitting in a boat in the middle of darkness, and it is just completely black with ash floating in the air, and it looks much like the Upside Down.
Oh,
And there is a boat that is sitting there, and Nomad is laying there. His image flickers and changes, and you hear again the sound of sand as the sound of waves fall away behind. You look at him and his image. The leg is still broken, but it's not broken in the same place. It's broken in a different place. And it's broken in the place of Nala. You shake your head a few times to get this image out of your mind, but you can't. And from the leg wound, the image slowly turns into Nala, fading away from what Nomad used to, his appearance. And you hear that famous voice of your patron begin to ring out into your ears.
Like he's not gonna make it.
That's right. At least I own that much. I have to try.
Show him mercy.
DM, if I'm experiencing what's going on right now, would I be able to fight this vision? Fight this?
Yeah. Make me a wisdom saving throw as you shake this from your mind. You're looking to beat a DC 15.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw. Oh, you can't, my friend.
Alright.
You shake your head, you close your eyes.
No need to close your eyes. Check in. Look at he's sweating. His leg exposed.
And he's saying him, but what you see is Nala. Okay?
Yeah.
There's some traumatic shit in your mind that's at play here. You begin to sweat.
He said, check him. It's what you like to do, right? Medicine, healing, repair. Check him.
Give me a medicine check and please roll high.
Okay. Alright.
Oh no. You reach down and your mind is clouding. Sweat and fever is taking him. Your hand almost retracts immediately from the heat of Nala's body. You look down and the wounds, both broken, legs, a shoulder smashed and dislocated. And she looks up to you and she is smiling like she was when you were in the sand before you helped put her to sleep. She reaches and touches your hand with her good arm. She's not gonna make it.
So Dusty's in a state of panic. He's shaking.
Yeah, he knows this is not right. Yeah, you know, you have a knowledge that this is not true, but you cannot quite shake that what you are seeing is actually happening.
Right. In a panic, he would think to himself like, would it be safe to say that he's aware that this is repeating, that this is wrong?
Yeah, you know this. You know that you've had this nightmare for a while now.
So in a panic, I would reach into my bag and I would pull out a healer's kit again
Mm-hmm.
and crack it open, basically.
Okay.
And because if I recall correctly, double check here. Because the healer kit it's meant for stabilizing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it does
He's
contain
good.
bandages, salves, and splints, and it has up to 10 uses. And I think I've only
Yeah.
cracked one to use
One. Yep. You've only used one.
So I would
Yeah,
crack it open again, and I would like just kind of try as much to get my nerve down. And even though I'm seeing what's happening, I know that this time I have stuff with me. I actually have.
Yeah, you can actually
material.
fix it this time. Mm-hmm.
Like I was like this. I can do better. He's not confident, but he's like, but I can do better.
Yeah, cool. And you begin to kind of do that stuff, and but the fever is high. That's the issue right now. You know that from a medical perspective. The wound has been covered and cleaned. There's some sort of infection going on. Now, as you're like cleaning him and wiping him, it is actually Nala that you are, in your mind, that you are seeing.
Right.
Nomad kind of speaks, but as he speaks, Nala's voice comes out. And he says, Grandpa, what are you doing? My arm is fine. My other leg is fine. I just can't shake this fever.
Would be like, oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Like he's saying it loud and like afraid, and he's just trying to wrap up these fake damages he sees, and he's just like, again, he's in this trance. He's panicked. He's just like, you're going to be okay. And towards him, I guess, reaching the peak of his panic, he's gonna be like, Nala, I'm gonna save you this time.
And when you say her name,
he verbalizes it now.
When you say her name, everything stops, and you are back to where you are on the boat, kind of sailing through the waters, and the sounds of the the sounds of the Shadowfell are behind you, and you are rolling close and hovering next to shore. And you look down, and it is Nomad, and he looks to you. Would Nala be something that you have told anybody else about, or would that be something that you keep to yourself?
Nope. This is the first time anyone, or I would have said it in front of anybody.
Yeah, he looks at you like with a puzzled look, and he kind of looks at you like, "Are you okay?" And you look around, and the waves are there, the seagulls are there, the rain has stopped, and you realize that you are maybe engripped in something that you cannot escape. Not so easily. And you guys arrive here on shore. Woo! You guys made it! Good job!
Hey! Woo!
Hey, you guys are here! You guys will land on shore, and there is a whisper in the wind. Boots doesn't give a fuck about that. I don't know if you bring that up to her, but she's more like, let's get food, let's get Bucker down, let's get the fuck out of here, take a day to rest. Metalmorph, you're the only one that hears this, so it's up to you to see if you talk about it, because she doesn't know.
Jump out of the boat and get on shore and everything, kind of like rushing to get everything onto the shore. And then he's going to ask Captain Boots, will you be okay if I step away for a little bit?
She looks around the area. She says, she looks at Skully, she looks at Dusty, she kind of points at you, and she says, take these two with you. We'll unload the weak and sick, scout the area, make sure we're not surprised by anything here, and report back very quickly.
Thank you, comrade. And then he's going to shout out, Dusty, Skully, come on, we got to go.
Dusty, before he joins the group, would go up to Captain Boots and just kind of just inform him, be like, he should be fine. Just keep an eye on his temperature.
And I'm
Okay.
like mid helping Bully out of the boat, like, guys.
Yeah,
Come
she's
on,
like
let's
heavily
go.
leaning on. Yeah, she
Mind
gives
you,
you a
like,
pat.
this might be the first time everybody's realizing, like, I am a young lad.
Yeah, you're
Just a wee
smaller.
little
Yeah,
lad.
yeah, and you guys, everybody parks, everybody separates, and the three of you begin to kind of look around the island, and we'll get you to your next scene as you begin to walk, following the sounds of what you've heard. You find yourself walking, and
Metal-
here,
Metalmorph
go
is
ahead.
definitely like probably a slightly faster pace than the group would want to go. He's kind of rushing along, trying to figure out
Rushing.
where this.
Oh, okay. So you're moving at a quick pace. I'll give you a -5 to your perception checks as you are kind of moving hastily through this kind of area.
What's the weather
And as you,
like right
sorry, say again.
now? What's the weather like right now?
The weather is right now it is okay. Let me roll here. For
I'll roll a D4.
seasonable. Yeah, roll a d4.
I've yet to do it, so I want to
Yeah,
see
do
what I
d4,
get.
please. 4 is the worst you can possibly roll, so don't do that. But everything else is okay. Oh my god, here we go.
The weather's
Let's
not that bad, you know.
go.
It's pretty calm. Fucking thunderstorm rolls.
Thunderstorm strikes as soon as you guys think that. As soon as you guys think that everything is fine and everything is a bright sunny day, thunder erupts and lightning pours and the jungle begins to pour rain. Terrible, terrible rain. Rain that is
Well,
unrelenting.
To be me, guys. Sorry, it had to be me.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fun that way.
We've all been rolling that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it.
Time. We're all rolling threes.
Yeah, true. Let's see here. Yeah, it is. The rain is coming down. Let me turn that rain thunder up, and let me turn this down. So a miniature monsoon appears, and there is heavy precipitation in the air. So that means that, let me bring up my rules here. For heavy precipitation, that is everything within the area of heavy rain is lightly obscured. Creatures in the area have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. Heavy rain also extinguishes any flames or open flames and imposes disadvantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing as well. So you guys are walking in this monsoon of shit and hell and rain, and you're traveling pretty quickly.
Does it look like he's on a mission? He's got a place to be.
It looks right. He's moving quick, right? Like he's like off to the races. So I mean, whatever that looks like to you guys, I'll let Metalmorph kind of describe that to you.
You just notice as Metalmorph's kind of rushing along, smashing through the brush and pushing through the trees. You just notice this like I don't want to say like SOS, like the Morse code SOS, but you see like a pattern of symbols blinking on him as if he's receiving some kind of like transmission or call or something, and he's just trying to like how in some video games when you're searching for an item, how it like or hot and cold, where it blinks faster when you're closer, and it blinks slower when you're further away. I'm just trying to navigate through the woods, trying to figure out where this signal's coming from.
Yeah. Go.
Well, I guess
So yeah, he's
ready and like Fluster running with him, like
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're kind of like alongside. So I guess I'll need perception checks from the three of you guys at disadvantage.
All right.
With the -5 as well, because it is you guys are hauling ass and it is raining.
Storm is fucking us up.
DM, I would say I wouldn't be following as closely. I would be kind of keeping a slower distance.
Oh, that's not bad. You're gonna keep a kind of a lower distance, Dusty. You can't keep up with these young whippersnappers. They're too fast.
Well, actually, I was gonna say he's kind of just a little taken aback from what he just experienced on the boat. So he's kind of like
Oh, I
he's slow
see.
right now.
Yeah.
So he's
Can you
taking his
guys
time.
yeah. Can you guys all see the map that I have laid out for you guys?
Yes, I can.
All right.
So perception.
You guys.
What is? I'm sorry, I didn't roll yet.
Perception check. Yeah.
Disadvantage
Okay.
-5.
Disadvantage -5. Okay, so
8.
Metalmorph, you hear this. This is the thing that you hear. It's a loud groan from a creature that seems gigantic, large.
Does it sound like a painful groan?
It does. It sounds like
Okay.
a growl that's like suffering.
He's going to head spins around automatically to the direction that sound's coming from.
Yeah,
And
right over here.
He hold on. Ping it again? Oh, okay, I see that. So I start beelining it straight for that. I click them.
Yeah, go ahead and move him 30 feet, and if you want to take the dash action, you can move him 60. And then, I'll show you. Even with...
You're in.
with-
Hold on. You're
No
in Rick's
realm.
voice right now.
Patron, you can speak to everyone now.
Sorry.
My bad.
No.
It's because I need to change that because I have to like double alt click to open up a character sheet. So I'm gonna say that. I need to change that.
That was awesome.
Hey guys, who I like, you son of a bitch.
So I think that's 60. Let me double check. That's 55. Okay, so I'm gonna go diagonal one more,
Yeah, right there.
and I'm gonna have my.
I'll
bird-
let you guys, as he sprints off, I'll let you guys all get to make a movement if you like. And you see this, there is no stopping seeing this. A large Brontosaurus kind of moving around here. And you, as you get here, you begin to hear creatures attacking it.
Uh-oh.
And into view these small bird-like creatures come out, and they look terrifying. Not because they're like menacing looking, because some of their flesh has been torn off and sagging. Their eyes, some of them are missing some. Their teeth and their skin are missing rib cage, and ichor pours from their bodies. These are much like the Allosauruses you've seen. This Brontosaurus is not affected, and it is getting mollywopped by this attack of all these creatures. But as you guys move there, they are going to... They're undead. They're going to make a perception check against you. They're
So,
not very
question.
perceptive. Uh-huh.
I'm actually, hold on. How do you, W/ is whisper?
Yeah, it should be W/ and then you can space and then type in like DM and it should show me up, or you can type in my name and it should show me up.
You know what, I could just...
You can do it on Discord. You can do it on Discord as well. If you send me a Discord message, I'll respond to that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, would, the fact that this, title of it implies things, would they ping me?
Oh.
Would they kind of just
Let me think
recognize
about
and
that.
ignore?
No, I think these are something else.
Okay.
This is something else. This is not what or yeah.
Yeah.
But they turn and spin. Skully, are you walking or are you flying?
I would have low fly, I guess. Like,
All right.
I'm
As you
comfortable
move
moving
into
quick
that
and fast.
position, low flying, make me a perception check. at disadvantage with a -5. And you...
9.
Oh my god, 9? You begin to fly, and I'm going to put you a little bit further back.
Okay.
So, put your token, like, kind of right here.
Sorry, I'm trying to see it.
Yeah, and right there is webbing in the jungle, and you fly right into that web, and there is a bunch of hungry spiders flying in there. So you fly low, and you crash into this web. Everybody select your tokens. I think it's time to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
You will start off in a web, Skully.
I bumbled this hard.
I also bumbled this hard.
Oh, you guys got to go first last time. Not this time.
Hey!
Let's
Natural
go! Let's go!
Okay, so let me just add this stuff in for you guys here manually.
Hey, DM, we had a rest before we went onto the boats, right?
Yes, you have.
So I would have been able to like mess around with my spells and my.
You sure can. Yeah, I'll let you guys do that right now if you guys kind of wish to do so.
Yeah, because I'm using D&D Beyond because for some reason it doesn't give me like a full what I can and can't.
Whatever
use.
you guys want to use, go ahead and use that. As long as you link the D&D Beyond to Roll20, and I can share you that link if you need be. But as long as it's linked together, I don't care which one you use. You guys can use whatever.
Yeah, I just need it for the spells because I'm having issues with it on my Roll20 character sheet.
Oh, no problem.
So.
All right. Oh, this thing.
Can we
Did
take
not
a quick
know.
dive before
Yeah, we sure can.
fight?
Yeah, let me
I
roll this.
wanna get water.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, everybody take a 5-minute break. Let me get this initiative going and stuff, and then we can go from there.
I'm gonna go to the cafeteria and grab some food real quick, so
For sure.
I'll be back.
Yeah, how much do you need? How much
Probably
time? Like 10, maybe?
10 minutes,
15?
maybe.
10, 15? Let's come back at 3:30.
Okay.
How about that?
Sounds good to me.
All right. We start off with the giant spider. Ooh, and I think everybody's here, right? Can I just assume? Okay. The giant spider. And with that giant spider, it sees something land. Huh?
The giant spider is at 22, right?
Yeah.
Because my initiative is also 22.
His initiative was a nat
Ooh.
20. I don't know what the spider's was.
It's his initiative was who has the higher dex? What's your dexterity?
Let me get that for you.
This dex is a +3.
Dexterity. Yeah. God. Ah, the +2. Okay, yeah, he goes hard.
Yep, he goes
Hard
first.
dex.
Yep, no problem. It sees its creature. It's ready to pounce and move. And it will come down to Skully, who is restrained. These attacks have advantage. And it will come down with a bite-a-rooney. No! Oh my god. It misses with advantage. The bites miss. But the babies, they have initiative 13, 12. Oh god, they don't get to go. Okay, Dusty, it is your turn.
Do I see Skully?
Remember, it is raining. Make a perception check at -5 because it is raining. It is pouring. The old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head. Couldn't get up in the morning. I don't know. Dusty, why are you snoring, old man? You do see him.
I'm exhausted.
You do see him. You see him clutched in this area here.
Okay, so I don't want to hurt him, but
Okay.
I do have, as a cantrip, I have my Eldritch Blast. So would I be able to bibbity bop
Oh yeah,
his webs?
You can definitely bibbity bop its webs. The AC for the webs, I have it here. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. Oh, force damage 4 is enough to free him from the grapple. Let me make sure. Let me double make sure to make. Oh, they have 5 hit points. I'm sorry. Let me bring that up for you guys. HP 5.
If that's the case, Let's see, how much movement do I have? I think I have 30.
He is still restrained like a bird in
I
a
have
spider's web.
Oh, is he high? How high is he then? In that case,
He's probably about, I would say, maybe about 10, 15, maybe about 15 feet in the air.
I have a dagger. I'm gonna throw a dagger to. A cantrip I can use whenever, right? So it doesn't affect my attack.
Your cantrip is your
It
your
depends,
attack
because some of
action.
them are an action, some of them are a bonus action. That's the way normal.
If it says it's a bonus action, then you can use it as a bonus action. Otherwise, it is your action.
Eldritch Blast, I know it's an action.
Yeah, it's an action. Okay, cool. Oh, I need a bonus action. Hold on. Double check here quick.
Oh, I'm ready. Warming up my dice.
You know what? I'm gonna see if he can break out of it.
Okay.
Because I don't think the spider sees me, right? The spider's kind of.
Spider doesn't care. Spider caught what it's wanted to.
I haven't moved yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna roll up next to the dinos here. That's 30 right there. And then because of my patron and his gifts, I can cast a spell, right?
You sure can.
Would I be able to use let's see, is it a spell? I think it's a spell. So I would cast Cloud of Daggers.
Oh yeah, you definitely can.
So Cloud of Daggers. I would
5 foot cube, yeah.
So this dinosaur is getting attacked, right?
It's just getting its legs and its knees mauled to death by these undead bird-like creatures.
So in a 5 foot cube. So I put it like I would put my Cloud of Daggers right here so it catches the 3 adjacent Dino dinos.
Alright, we can do a little circle right here. And they have to take dagger damage, right? D4?
Yes. 4 D4s.
Ooh.
They have it says the spell save DC of 10.
Ooh, okay.
So
Let's see.
I'll roll the 4d4. So that's 11 points.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm spinning daggers.
What save is it?
Spell
I don't think
save.
I don't think there's a save to this. I think they just take this damage.
Yeah, I think it's to take.
Oh, okay, because at the bottom of the description it says spell save
sometimes
DC
it says spell save. Yeah, sometimes it just makes that to notice it, but it looks like they just take the 44 points of damage.
And they take 11 damage each.
Oh my god. Blades eviscerate these creatures, slashing and tearing them apart. They seem wounded and bloodied, but it's hard to tell with all their necrotically rotted flesh. Alright, that's a movement, that's a bonus action and an action. I think you're done, sir.
Yeah, and it's still there, so if they move in or
it's
out,
still
they
there.
take the
Yeah,
damage.
they start their turn in there, right? Because that's what it says. If he enters the spells for the first time or turn starts in there. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. These ones will start their turn in there. Go ahead and roll me damage again
40.
as the daggers flail and fly
Just
and
pull on.
slash.
Little blender action again.
Oh, another 13. These things are very wounded. They seem on death's door, but they do not retreat. Their eyes look to you, and they look out with murderous intent. This one will move here. This one will move here. And they will begin to attack you, sir. They have multi-attack. Okay? Then they will go with a bite. This is one of them. 16. I don't even know if that hits. 2 claws. 21.
Ooh, that one hits.
14. You get a claw for 5 slashing damage. This one attacked. It's this one's turn. This other one below you.
So for the 21, I actually have another ability. Actually, I have a reaction.
Okay.
a reaction spell that I can use at second level since I've only used one spell with Cloud of Daggers, and I can cast Shield.
Oh, it increases your AC by 5 for the whole round. So
Correct.
that's 21 actually misses. The creature would have slashed you, but at the very last moment, a magic arcane shield protects you. The shield from your patron. And this other one will attack you. You now have a +5 to your AC, though. So I don't think that these weak creatures are going to be able to do it against you. But we'll see. Here's a bite. 18 doesn't. Here's a claw. 22 doesn't. I don't think. Does it?
Let me double check. There's a
22 would meet.
So,
Need to beat. Oh wait.
My because I'm rocking a shield also. My armor class is at 19, so it would be 19 plus 5.
Nope, that misses. Another claw.
Damn.
That is another miss. Here comes the bite from the other. 21 misses, 2 claws.
Jesus.
Oh, and this shield that is protecting you guys see it. They're making purchase on his body, but they're being forced back with magical energy. And these other ones will move here. Boom. Boom, boom. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, so my AC is 24 because I can't do math.
All right. Well, they are gonna come and chomp on Metalmorph here. One of them lands a pounce, but I doubt it's gonna be effective. Here comes the claw, the bite, the pounce. Nope.
Strength saving
Claw.
throw. Oh, okay.
Yeah. If he lands the claw attack, but he
Okay.
doesn't. 23!
That
Woo!
does
Does that hit? 10 slashing damage.
So since he did hit me with that claw attack, with the pounce thing happen?
Now the pounce comes into play. Yes, you have to make me a strength. It was his last attack, though. But if you're knocked prone, they all get advantage on you, my friend, and they will maul you to death.
Let me write down my current health real quick.
Mm-hmm.
27 minus 10, 17. Okay. And then I have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, my
Yay!
goodness. All right. The other one then reaches out for a bite. Yeah. 14 misses. I know that. Claw, 15 misses too. 18? I think that hits.
18 is exactly my armor class, so yes, that hits.
You take 5 more slashing, and the last one is going to go at you with the bite. 7 misses. Claw, 9 misses. 20 with the crit!
Yeah!
As they jump you and take 9 more slashing damage. As these creatures are, flooding him like ants on a sugar cube, and Metalmorph is swinging around as they are clawing and biting him. His opening gears and magic energy is flowing out of his body as he is pretty wounded now.
I have
Metalmorph.
3 hit points left.
Metalmorph, you are sparking. Your system is glitching. Everywhere you look, it's kind of flickering in and out. But it's your turn, my friend. What do you do?
Alright, let me check what spells I have real quick. Okay. I'm going to, as I'm charging after these velociraptors, Metalmorph's going to shout out, "Stay away from her!" And then I'm going to transform into a brown bear.
Oh! Fucking cool. Let's go.
Pull my brown bear out.
Oh,
Set him off to the side for now.
Yeah. A huge bear. And you have full hit points with that bear, too.
You see him
Massive.
leap outwards, kind of going into a roll as he kind of shuffles around like a Rubik's Cube. And from his core, you see this glowing blue, cubic crystal thing kind of send out more cubes to transform into something bigger.
Oh.
And I'm going to use my action to take a multi-attack. And then...
There we go.
Also, he would have been, or Viktor would have been right there,
Yeah, he's
So-
right there. Sorry, I moved him just so you can fit your token.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're
know how that
good.
was gonna work.
So that's 1d4 plus 1. So let me roll that real quick too. So he has 2
No.
ferocity right now. Let me write that down. And I pull out his stat sheet too. I'm thinking about it.
I got you guys. I got somebody in web. I got another one surrounded. Both of you surrounded by.
So I'm going
creature.
to attack. Let me move him back out of the way. Move him back. I'm going to attack him with my bite attack.
All right.
And I'm going to do a multi-attack, so bite.
Easy to hit. 10 actually hits. He's undead. He is so shambling and easy to land
And then
and
it's
blow on.
going to do 12 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
And then
You see that. Not quite half his hit points, but pretty damn close.
And I'm going to hit this one with my claws.
22 hits. Easy.
Another 12
Oh
slashing
my
damage.
god, slashing damage is coming through.
And then I will...
These creatures, oh, that's so fucking cool. You transform and they're like all over you, and now you're like fighting back like a
Hell
beast.
yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking dope.
And I will now end my turn.
Alright. Did we roll in Viktor? Let's have him after you.
He goes right after me.
Yep. So
But,
go ahead.
I have to use a bonus action to command him to do anything. He can move and use reactions on his own, but to do an action, I have to do it as a bonus action. But I transform, so he'll just do the dodge action.
You got it. The swarm of spiders, you feel them crawling all over your body, Skully. They move into your space. They want you. They want to eat and feast upon their first meal. And they will bite out.
That hits.
17. 10. They pour into your mouth and into your ears. You begin to shake them off wildly, but you are captured by the web. Next turn, it's the Brontosaurus. It will swing its tail and help out fighting against these unnatural creatures. And it will do a tail attack on one of them. 10, unfortunately. Oh, that actually hits.
Yeah, I was gonna say
10
that
hits.
hit.
37 damage.
God.
One of them
Holy
just
fuck,
gets
yeeted.
yeeted. He's yeeted out of battle as he is just taught. His dead body flies right there on the ground, bone shattered. Skully, my friend, spiders around you, web is around you. It is your turn.
So, is there anything that occurs because they invaded my space?
Meaning what? Like what? How so?
Like since me trying to escape you webbing, basically, is what I'm saying.
No, they're able to move freely upon this web. They don't impact you at all. They just get to enter your space, and they are just crawling all over your body right now,
So,
biting at you.
Uh,
A strength check can still get you out of this web. The web, I can put it in the chat so you can see.
Yeah, I see it. I scrolled up.
Okay, which you can get out of it with.
And since I'm restrained, I can't use an action to attack it unless it's out of
You will have disadvantage on the attack, yes.
We're going to... What's its AC? 10 versus 12. I have a higher likelihood of breaking a 10. So,
yeah.
I slash at it.
Uh-huh. And you would... Yeah, you easily get it. You slash it. You begin to kind of like scrape away the webbing, and you actually drop from the 15 feet as you fall to the ground. Make me an acrobatics check, please, to catch yourself. Oh, but you can fly. You can fly though.
My movement of flight to.
Yeah, you can.
So feet flying. That's 20 feet left. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
And bonus action. Or actually, I was here. I will go 5, 10, 15, 20. Bonus action. I don't like this. Bonus action. Hide.
Yeah, definitely. You are invisible as you jump into the jungle. Eyes are off of you. This spider looks around to see if it sees you, but with your high roll, it does not, because it has -5, because it is raining as well. It will sit there. And it missed out on a fucking meal. That sucks. Dusty, it's your turn. But you almost had somebody.
So, I'm just double checking here. Let's see, what's the range on it? Oh, it's too far. Okay, so while I'm here with these dinos, you're gonna see Dusty. You know, if just for RP flavor, whenever he does these clouds of daggers, he's pulling these like obsidian black ichor that comes from his shell because he has cracks on his shell.
Yeah,
and like all that ichor is just kind of just like it's just like it melds into a shell, kind of like completing it. So whenever he has these daggers come out, they come from there. And with another ability that I have right now, I'm going to use Sword Burst.
Shit!
So the dinos that are surrounding me, they have to make a dex save of 10.
Oh my goodness. Okay, dex save of 10. Let me bring their sheets up. 1 second. They are not good at this.
Fuck them up, Dusty.
They are not good at this. They have a dex of a -1. 3.
Oh, let's go!
So they all take a 1d6 of damage. So here we go.
Oh my god. Bro,
So
good.
that's
Oh, they.
alright.
So, what does this look like?
So those same daggers that are spinning in the air, he brings some of them down just to swirl around him to get some attacks, and then it'll go back up into the cloud that he has.
That's
they
cool,
fly
dude.
around, eviscerating their bodies, slashing them up. They are undead. They're gonna make some Constitution saving throws to see if they make it here. It's a natural 1.
Oh, damn. He's extra
Okay.
dead.
Oh fuck! One of them is the only one. You see it fall, but it like lurches back to life with its undead fortitude. But the other two do not make it, as your magic is too strong, and it banishes them to the other life. Your patron, you feel a warm glow as one of these are killed. And make me a charisma check, please.
Oh, what the fuck?
1 second here. Charisma. Just a straight charisma check, right?
See how your bond is with your patron.
Nope.
Okay, it's you don't feel a calling or a reaching out, but there is a warmth feeling killing these undead. Dusty, it is. Go ahead.
Bonus action.
You sure do.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and that last dino that's right next to me, because I'm just trying to clear the board. I'm gonna cast Hexblade's Curse.
Oh, yep, he's cursed. We'll do the eye. Oh, what does that look like? Does that curse look like? Does like black like Shadowfell energy pour into its body, or how does that curse manifest?
You see a stream of that black ichor come from his back, and just like a symbiotic, like a symbiote, just kind of a stick to him.
Oh yeah,
It's
cool.
like a leech. It's like a little black ichor leech that's just on him now.
All right, there we go. And next, it's my turn. I finally go. Let me think here. Give me 1 sec.
What am I gonna do? Oh yeah! Proceeds to beat the shit out of a bear.
Oh, DM. My shields. I'm reading the thing for my shield when I cast it. It says it protects me for the round.
Yeah, so it would like as everybody does their actions, whenever it goes back to the top of the round, the shield will end. Or whenever it goes back to your turn, the shield will end. So the shield spell ended for you, and you're back down to 19 AC.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. All right.
And I gotta find a way to get my armor up for my beast shapes, because my bear has a normal AC of 11, but since I'm a robot, I get an extra +1 to my AC.
That's cool, dude. That is
1 armor for druids that brings up their ACs.
Alright, they're not gonna run. They're gonna attack.
Yeah.
And here they go with a bite. And these are all on... These are from Dusty. These are the two... I'm sorry, the one on Dusty. With a 9 at the bite. Does not land. 10. Does not land. Over here, I got 2 more. Yeah, I got you now. Bite. Claw.
13 hits, 12 hits.
Yes! Got you. Yeah. The 3 slashes. Oh, gotcha.
9. So that'd be...
And this other one is going... 13. Oh, I hit you every single time with that one.
Damn.
That's a 7 plus 4 and then plus 9. They rip and tear, and you see sparks and gears and oil or whatever is keeping Metalmorph together begin to spray and leak out of its body. How are you holding
I'm
up in
going
that
to
bear
have,
form?
for the one that did 9 damage, I'm going to have my Blood Hawk use its reaction.
Ooh!
Swoop in once per short rest. When the hawk is within 30 feet of the caregiver, and the caregiver is hit with an attack, the hawk can move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. If the hawk ends its movement within 5 feet of the caregiver, the hawk is hit by the attack instead, and the attack deals half as much damage.
Victor flies in at the very last moment, intercepting that 9 slash that would have hit you. Your ally, your bird, your best bonded friend takes 3 points damage, or takes, half that, so it takes 4 points of damage.
So that's, where's his health? 24.
You guys are seeing these creatures jump on a bear, and the bird is circling around. There's a lot of chaos going in there. Damn it. It is Metalmorph's turn.
20. So since Victor is within 2 of them, ferocity, D4 plus 2, so 2, 3, 4. So he's got 6 ferocity.
Oh, you see it getting angry. You see the Blood Hawk begin to kind of savage and fly, fury.
So action, I'm gonna multi-attack. I'm gonna hit this one with a bite. Bite. There we go.
Definitely.
That does 8 piercing.
Oh, it is very bloody. It looks on its last leg as you tear away flesh. The glow in its eyes is still there, but it's flickering.
And then I'm gonna hit this one with my claws.
There we go. This one looks, fresh-ish.
That does 7 slashing damage.
Oh my god, yes, 7 to that.
And then which one looks more fucked up?
This one right here is like barely hanging on. Its guts are falling all over the floor. Its ichor is poured on the ground. This one, it looks a lot better.
As a bonus action, I'm going to command Victor to do a distracting attack on the bottom one.
Okay.
So I'll beak.
Did that hit?
It does 7 piercing.
Oh my god.
And next attack made against him before the start of my turn gets advantage.
Has advantage, right? Yeah.
Or before the start of my hawk's turn.
Yeah, meaning that anybody attacks this guy before the hawk is gonna get surprised. Let's see. Metalmorph, you use a bonus action. You can move if you would like.
I don't want to provoke an opportunity attack if I don't have to. So
Alright, cool.
I think I'm gonna stand my
Stay there.
ground. Yeah.
Alright, these spiders, they're gonna look around for they had like a meal, and that fucking meal's gone all of a sudden. It's gonna make a perception check. No, I don't know where you are. They climb back into the web. The Brontosaurus will swing at this creature here, trying to defend itself with a 9, and it misses. It's going to roll 1d6. Dusty, for your hope this thing doesn't roll a 6. So if it rolls a 6, that tail is swinging towards your general direction.
Oh no!
Oh, you're fine. Okay, you're fine. You're okay.
I was gonna say, if it
misses.
swings towards me, would it get hit by my cloud of daggers?
It sure would. Yeah.
Okay, alright. It's still up, that's why I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it swings at this creature, knowing these things are not good and evil. It tries to lash out at them, but it misses. And it is next turn is Skully.
So,
Play.
daggers dropped, short bows picked up. I'm mad. I got hurt. I'm going to shoot the spider with advantage.
Okay, yeah.
Well, so I'm hidden from them.
Yeah, they don't know you're there.
Advantage?
That would be advantage for you, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I keep my movement. So they're gonna get smacked with an arrow.
15 hits. RAC is 14.
2d6.
Oh, it takes a massive... And it yells out in pain. It
And-
screams.
Its children take roll.
Oh, no. You're
Kinda
killing
slaughter
the
them
children.
babies.
You're killing the children.
1d6. 6
Oh my god, yes, it takes 6 points of damage.
Wow.
Immediately, most of those children fall down dead into the ground.
And I'm just like little bird telling middle finger. Like,
Yes.
and then bonus action, I guess I'll hide again.
Yeah, you could make another hide check there, yeah. And you're like a damn
nat
ghost. You're like a
20.
damn... This thing does not... The spider will go... It's not going to be able to make that check. Nope. It will retreat into the to the jungle. Begin to back away, licking its wounds. It moves 30 feet off screen. Dusty, it is your turn.
Yeah, Dusty sees this guy right... Oh, whoops, sorry. Dusty sees this guy right there, and
Yep.
he's like, you know what? Gonna finish him off. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. I forget which one does more damage. Is it my Eldritch or is it my? Yeah, I'm gonna pop a Eldritch Blast right in front of him.
Oh, there we go. Oh my god.
Fuck them up, dude.
Yeah, blasted. It falls to the ground. Is Eldritch Blast... Oh man, I hate to do this to you. Is Eldritch Blast a ranged weapon? Because if there is an opponent standing next to you, when you make a ranged attack, you make it at disadvantage.
It is actually. It is a range.
Okay, yes, that's at disadvantage. That's a 7. You reach up to blast it, but it is moving too quick and too close to you. Some of your necrotic or your force energy digs a deep hole, rending the earth right next to this creature.
Okay, so let's see here. Just to double check, that would have been an action. So let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna get on his opposite side. I'm just gonna move to his flank.
Okay. You
And
slide around. Mm-hmm.
Question, clarification, because with my boon with Nilrealm, I can spell cast as a bonus action.
Yes, you can.
But if I only have 2 slots, can I still use another spell, or is that it?
That's it. You only have 2 slots. You can only cast your spells of a spell slot at that. So you
What
can't
about-
do like 2 cantrips.
Okay, okay, cool. All right, that's what I wanted to make sure. All right, then that would be it. That's my turn.
All right. This creatures will go. This one, the undead one, it will look at you, Dusty. It will make its attacks. Fuck. Yeah, I got you with a 23. I think, right? Yep. For three slashing damage. As you move around and kind of get a better position, it reaches with its claws and rakes across your thigh. This one will make an attack. I'm sorry. This one will make an attack at the bird that pecked at it. It will bite at the bird with a 23.
That hits.
Taking 3 point damage. And then a claw will come out. 21 hits with a 6 point of damage. And then another 17 flies. Does that hit?
17 does hit.
Oh, and then a 10 points of slashing damage as your bird is captured by the mouth of this creature, bitten and thrown and slashed by the claws.
Victor
This
is
other
at
one,
1 hit point.
this one, oh my goodness, this one above you will attack you, and it will bite for a 20.
That hits.
9 piercing damage as it bites into your shoulder. Claw comes out with a 19.
That hits.
With a 4 slashing damage as it bites into your shoulder. Its legs kick up and begin to dig into your chest with another slash for another 9 points of damage.
I'm down.
Doing a massive amount. You actually fall out of bear form,
I
but
fall
you
out of bear
revert.
I fall out of
Okay.
bear form, go back to my robot form, but there's just enough damage that knocks me down.
Oh no!
Alright.
Alright. Metalmorph. Your
I gotta
turn,
make
my
a
friend. I
death
need you to
saving
make
throw, I
me a
assume?
death saving throw.
Yes,
But
sir.
Victor flies next to you and is pecking at your chest. He gives you the help action. He wants you to be alive.
So,
It's Buddy. You have advantage on the roll. 2d20.
alright, let me roll. Is there a death saving throw like roll on the
There's not
character sheet?
yeah, there should be one on the character sheet. Let me see where it
You
is
just
at.
click the tail for death save.
Okay, I have to roll it twice then. I didn't know if it
You could roll it twice. You could roll a natural. Oh, you're fine. As
Yeah.
Victor is alarmed, it is sitting on your chest. You see him puffed up, hissing and squawking at these two other
he
creatures
gets,
that are bearing down upon you.
He gets 1d4 plus 2
Oh,
ferocity.
ferocity.
So let me roll a d4. 4, 5,
Oh.
6.
Oh,
So he's at 10
He's-
ferocity right now.
he is gonna,
He's
you
angry.
know. Mhm. He's panicked and.
The ruling for the bird is if I go down in combat, I can still control my bird.
Yeah.
But if like the bird is like somewhere away from me, like he's not with me, DM would take control of the bird and do it.
Yeah, you're next to him in combat. I'm saying you have control of him.
Okay.
Still.
I'm gonna have him. So there's this one and this one. They're both alive, right?
Yep.
Honestly,
One at the top one looks pretty weak.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna have him. No, I don't think he would do that on his own will. Actually, I'm gonna have him go for a distracting attack, just so I can lower some of that ferocity down, and I'm gonna have him
There
attack
you go.
this guy.
Okay. Top one here.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta do that first.
Oh, that hits easy.
And then it does 8 piercing.
Oh, enough to knock it down. It's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. Let's see. I'll roll it here. 11. Does that? That is no. That is a beat. It falls, dials, and it dies, but its eyes open as it is now knocked prone, but alive once more. Undead fortitude. They are hard to kill. But it is a swarm of spiders, and they run away. Mommy, mommy, mommy! They scream as they go here.
Sisters are
My brother. Yeah, this Brontosaurus will
immediately
yeah. And this one will slash at this right here. And it will make a attack. 17 hits. 40 bludgeoning damage. This one flies away. And no way in hell makes its save. Skully, it is your turn. This Brontosaurus moves a little bit up to kind of see what's going on here.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, would you... Or here, we'll do this. Do I perceive with a 9 minus 5 that the bear is down?
I'm not a bear anymore, I am a Metalmorph.
You cannot see him from the rain. Remember, like I said, rain is just pouring down right now.
This is me deciding that I do not go to your aid and shoot that other that other dino, Nikes. I am still within range, I believe, of the spider, and it did not take a hide action, did it?
It did not. It moved a little bit away, but it did not take a hide.
As long as it's still in 80 feet, I can hit it.
Yeah, you can make another shot at it.
It'll eat a short bow at advantage because it doesn't know where I am.
14 hits.
14. It takes
14 is its AC. Yep.
5 points.
Oh, it's still up. Still alive, barely, as it is now crawling. Some of its legs are missing. It'll never grow back those legs, but it is still up.
Yeah,
barely.
Barely.
Barely. 3 hit points. Yeah. Its children will take necrotic damage. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's too far for that, but... Oh, well, that'll be a disadvantage because it was at 20, it moved 30, so it's at 50. I could throw a dagger at it.
You could?
I'm gonna throw a dagger at it. Cause it's
Man, fuck them kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, the mama.
Oh, the mama.
The mama.
Never mind.
3 hit points. AC 14.
So the 20 range is a regular hit. The 60, which is long, is at disadvantage.
Yep. Anything beyond 20 is at disadvantage. Anything beyond 60, you just can't hit. 5 would hit. That's going to be a miss, right? It's a little bit further than... Your dagger goes wide, flies into the jungle, water takes it and drifts it off course.
R.I.P. Well, I've still got movement, so I'll chase him.
Yeah, you begin to follow this creature.
20, 25, 30 would put me within...
Yeah.
Yeah, it would put me within 20 feet of him. Okay.
Alright. It is that's your movement, your bonus, your action.
Yep.
The spider will now again retreat and take the dash action, and that will move into the forest 60 feet. It is now kind of hidden within the jungle as it retreats and runs away. 60 feet off. Dusty, it is your turn, my friend.
Alright. Dusty's tired of this dang dino. That's still alive, it should have been dead, even though it's undead, it should have been dead again. Let's see here. Let's see. Double check. How rough does this thing look?
This thing is like on death's door. It has 1 hit point.
Alright.
Like as it stands, it tries to collect itself. Its zombie body just leaking black fluids, bones being held up by magic.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit it with another sword burst. So it has to make a dex save of 10.
Oh my god, that's not gonna be very good for this thing. 15, baby!
Oh my god, this thing is still alive.
Still alive. They're hostage and it's ready to kill. I got you, sons of bitches.
Damn, I thought that was gonna do it. I was gonna zoom in. Let's see here. What can I do? I don't think I could do much. I don't really have much in terms of like I just burnt my spells for a little bit of crowd control. And the shield.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's. Nope, that's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, it's my turn now.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, this one, Dusty, it's not done with you. It's tasted your flesh, and it wants more. 22.
That hits.
4. Right. And then it comes with a claw with another, and another claw with 9. Unfortunately, those miss. This one sees your bird protecting you. It looks at your bird. It does not like that. It will make a bite attack.
That hits.
Oh, he falls down. It reaches out for a claw. This claw is for Dusty. This claw is from Metalmorph. 12?
That does not hit.
This other claw is for you as well.
It has advantage, okay.
It has advantage. This other claw is for you. God damn it! Alright. Metalmorph, you need to make me another death saving throw, my friend. And your bird needs to make me one as well.
That's for me.
Oh, that's 2 passes.
And then this one's for my bird.
No! Viktor!
Viktor!
Oh no, Viktor! The spiders are gone. The Brontosaurus is here. It will attack this thing. 19 hits. 35 blood damage. This thing just gets sent. Yeeted. Falls into the ground. This thing moves up. Senses something coming off of Metalmorph. You see its head nudge down and begin to sniff at this downed druid. Skully, it's your turn. Those baby spiders are still there. The other one ran off quite a bit into the jungle. You're gonna need a perception check to find it.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it a loss on that. The baby spiders are gonna die because their mother abandoned them. I'm gonna move back towards the party because I don't know why the hell they didn't help me.
It was like,
yeah, true.
God,
You're like,
what the fuck is wrong with it? Oh shit! And then you see like fucking like 3 people dead.
I'm like, where is everybody? Like, why the hell was I left alone in some freaking?
Yeah, you look and you see Metalmorph on the ground. His Viktor, his bird, lay next to him, kind of clutched across his side. Dusty, I don't know how your hit points are, but you've been hit quite a bit.
I'm still up.
This Brontosaurus, legs chewed up and mangled. It's sniffing down at Metalmorph, but there is still one gross bird-like creature that looks undead, unnaturally moving.
It eats an arrow.
It eats an arrow with advantage. At the advantage, oh, the 10, it flies, catches right in between. Oh no, 10 hits. I'm sorry. No, you have advantage. I'm sorry. Yeah, and that is 12. It's going to make a Constitution saving throw to see if it stays aboard. It needs to beat a 12. No,
it does not.
It does not. It falls down and it dies, and the sound of battle around your ears begin to fade as Metalmorph, I need one more death saving throw from you, my friend.
Alright. Do I need to make one for Viktor too?
You need to make one for Viktor too, and then they get to respond.
So this one's mine. And then this one is Viktor's.
Oh, good. If you rolled a natural 1, that was it for him. Alright. You stabilize yourself.
I am stabilized, but Viktor is 1 pass, 1 fail.
Yeah, and the party, the battle ends, so you guys can move in and check on your allies. And you move in. You hear something in your voice, in your head. Dusty.
That creature is down. Send him to me.
I'm like, Dusty, help the bird! I can't do anything! I'm not proficient in medicine!
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear that voice. What you do with it is up to you, but you just hear it like it's repeating. It's at nausea in your mind.
Wait, which creature is he talking about? Is he talking about the giant dino? Or
Talking about the bird. The bird.
Talking about Viktor.
Yeah, Viktor has not quite made it to the life yet. He's still teetering on death and life.
Dusty. Dusty's gonna talk, kind of in a way, kind of convinces or try to convince his patron. You really want this mere bird? There are bigger things here. You know it as much as I do. With the temple we've seen, and these creatures out here, I promise an even bigger reward. Let him have this. You don't need it.
Bring him back.
And Dusty is going to go ahead and crack open another part of his healer's kit and stabilize the bird.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Doesn't even have to make the save. He's stabilized.
Doesn't have to make a save. He's brought back. He's okay. Everything is fine.
Everything fine.
Yeah.
I think Dusty would even look further to the dinosaur, like acknowledging that the giant Brontosaurus was helping us out, and offer aid. He would offer aid.
That giant Brontosaurus does look at you, and it has kind of a intelligence in itself, and it transforms into a druid.
Ayúdame, please. We're low on help.
Ayúdame! It comes and it sees you guys. It looks over its bird. The bird immediately will cast clear wounds on the bird and cast cure wounds on the creature that was standing aside. So you, Viktor gets 1d8 plus 4. He gets 5 hit points. And Metalmorph, you get...
Wait. Question before you do
Yes,
that.
sir. I know.
He Metalmorph because he's a robot.
No, he doesn't know. He touches you. He puts in the energy into your body. But that is arcane energy, not divine. And you are unaffected by the healing. He looks puzzled. He looks confused as he looks over at both of you guys. This druid is an elf. He is old looking for an elf. He has a bit of wrinkles, which probably is alarming since they live such long lives. He grabs... He doesn't speak yet, but he comes down and he will look at Metalmorph very closely and begin to kind of hold him and pick him up. And I think we will stop there with Metalmorph being grabbed and clutched into the arms of a wild druid out here on the islands. You guys did it again! Somehow.
How much health did Viktor get back? Did you say 4?
He got Viktor got 5 back altogether.
Oh, 5 back. Okay, I just want to mark that down real quick.
Yeah, and you are down. I will say he looks at you and he says, "We must go. We must find shelter. More of these creatures walk about these lands, brushed in by the storm." And he urges some help picking up Metalmorph, and he begins to travel through the jungle as Metalmorph is unconscious for 4 hours, baby! You need a system diagnostics check for 4 hours.
Alright.
Alright.
Did we level up? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, almost! You guys didn't make it to the island. Hey, no one told you to come check on this fucking druid. Y'all should have just sat at the coast, chilled out, went to the island and everything would have been gravy, baby.
Alright.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Playing a Skyrim run through, we're hitting all the side quests.
It's in all the side quests, yeah.
It's true. It's true.
But all the side quests that you guys do hit, like the lizard folk, I will reward you with potions and magics and items and stuff like that. So these things all matter, but I want to give you guys not the illusion of choice, but to explore a little bit, because if I wasn't running a more of a strict kind of game, I would allow you guys to kind of do this stuff whenever you guys wanted to. So I kind of want to give you a glimpse of what that is like.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah. Oh my god, so close to kill. I thought I had you, Skully. I thought I knew you would fly around in the jungle and not pay attention. The rain was perfect for that for me. Man, I almost got you. Yeah, I almost got you flying around in the jungles.
Giant spiders are a thing.
I helped you out a little too, Skully. I was able to.
You were able to knock off a little bit those webs. Yeah, throw him the dagger. Definitely.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, Metalmorph, man, you are a tanking machine.
God,
I don't know how much fucking brutal beating you just took right now.
God, I got my ass handed to me.
Yeah. Dusty, again, with that crowd control, that ability to do damage. Both you guys have a lot of damage, AoE kind of damage. I think that's pretty smart of you guys as a group.
If I can actually get in there, we can.
Yeah, Skully had a vendetta against that spider. He's like, hell no, it doesn't bite me.
Skully's our sniper, man. That's just what's up.
Spider does its innate natural purpose. Skully, and I took that personally.
Yeah, exactly. Spider just trying to be a spider. Oh, hell no. You and your kids die.
You're the predator ambushing you.
Yeah, that was good. You guys did fantastic. The rain is still coming down crazy. Give me a second. Let me ask my wife to see what she wants to do. I might have a little more time. We'll see how that goes. Did you say what the heck right now? You better hold on. Give me 1 second, guys.
I just want to get to camp. I just want to rest. I need my spells back. That's all I want.
I would like to get 9 hit points back and Metalmorph back into the conscious realm.
Yeah.
I don't want
to that's crazy.
Heavy love
God,
of
I got fucked up, dude.
How many hit points did they actually, since it was the full bear's hit points plus all of yours? That's like what?
The bear has 34 hit points, and I have 27 hit points.
So you just took 50-something points of damage.
I can do the math real quick. 34 plus 27. I took 61 damage total. And then Viktor took 25, I think. Double check.
Dude, you're a freaking tanking machine.
Right.
Yeah.
24. Viktor took 24 health. Or 24 damage, I mean.
Damn.
I didn't even get to get my second wild shape in there. If I would have been able to wild shape again, I could have taken even more damage. They just knocked me down before I could get my my second wild shape up.
Oh, can you
armor classes what?
The natural armor class of the bear is 11, but since I'm a machine, I get a +1 to my AC. So his armor class is 12.
So wait, but like you can't. So I'm assuming this happens as a druid because I've never played druid. So when you wild shape into something else, you take on that full health bar?
So the way the wild shape works is you have your normal druid class HP, and then you can transform into an animal, and you can stay transformed into that animal equal to a number of hours, which is half of your level. So if my level was level 4, I could stay transformed into that animal for 2 hours before the end.
Oh, okay.
And then I have the hit points of that animal, and then whenever I take enough damage to knock me out of wild shape, whatever damage was left over from the attack transfers onto my hit points, and then I can do that twice per short, or I can wild shape twice per short rest.
Oh, okay. So you would have been able. Oh, yeah. So you would have been able if you had the chance to.
Yeah, I could have tanked another 34.
Dang,
34
that's
damage.
crazy,
right?
Dude, that's super tank right there.
It's so fucking good. The bear has the most health. I think, what's the lowest health creature I have? I'm thinking it might be the spider. Spider has 26. Strider has, nope, Strider's the lowest with 22.
That's cool, dude.
Oh, what the fuck?
What's up?
Oh, okay, never mind. The direwolf has the most health, but the brown bear has the most damage.
Oh, okay.
So
And
direwolf
isn't
has
AC
37.
different?
Direwolf has 15 AC total with my extra armor benefit. Brown bear has 12 total with my armor benefit. So direwolf has higher armor, higher hit points, but it only has one attack. Well, the brown bear has 2.
Oh, okay.
But we were facing so many little enemies that I thought it'd just be better to be the brown bear so I can knock out more things faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, if I could get my armor class up a bit, just a little bit, so I could tank some of those hits. They rolled so many fucking, like, 20s and up, dude. Oh
Yeah,
my
they
god.
did. They were rolling pretty high.
They were fucking me up.
What do you have in terms of weapons for
I
Metalmorph?
have Metalmorph weapon-wise. I have my buckler, which is like a shield but has a blade on the front of it. That's my only weapon, quote-unquote, but I also have cantrips. I have Thorn Whip, which is, I think it's a melee spell. Yep, it's a melee spell, technically, and it's a 30-foot range, so I don't get disadvantage using it within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
And it does 1d6 piercing, and I can pull a target 10 feet closer.
Oh, okay.
And then for my other
Get over
cantrip...
here.
Yeah, exactly! What I was trying to do whenever we were fighting the one guy, the Chattelodite or whatever.
Yeah.
I was trying to
pull him into the blender.
I wanted to knock him back into the blender with my shield and then hit him with my thorn whip and yank him back towards me so he'd keep taking shitloads of like thorn damage or whatever.
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. Alright.
Alright. As you guys begin to gather, you see a familiar face in the rain, and that familiar face is Boots. It is Dog's body. It is Fever. As they move looking in here, and you hear them calling out to you guys. You hear Metalmorph! You hear Grandpa! You hear this as they are moving through the rain. They see you guys as you guys see them. What does a party portray in their initial kind of, look upon one another?
Is Metalmorph still out, or is he...
This just happened. You just fell down. You're being clutched. But it's been some time since you guys have scouted the island. Other members are looking for you. For their own reasons. They haven't mentioned what those reasons were. But they are looking for you guys. Yes.
I think Dusty would have... I don't know if he can, because I have no idea how heavy Metalmorph is. But he would have tried to, like...
is... I have it written down.
Yeah, I think he's a big boy.
I am 310 pounds plus my 33 weight. So I'm like 345 pounds.
You can't. I don't know what's your strength modifier, sir. Dusty.
It is 0.
You cannot even move him. You tug and pull, and he is so heavy.
Metalmorph.
Yeah, you each grab a leg. You drag together. You drag him like 5 feet at a time, and every.
Wow.
I think. Well, if I can't, I don't know if I would have to make a strength check or something for this. But because I have silken rope, I would try to make a harness around his torso, to his shoulders, and like we would just drag him because he's metal. So I don't think the jungle.
Yeah. You can actually drag him 15 feet per turn. But you guys are kind of lacing him up. This druid points out to you guys as Captain Boots approaches. And she sees the druid. She sees the dead bodies. She sees you. She Metalmorph on the ground, and she looks at the druid. She reaches for her kind of short sword, and she looks and says, "Oi! What did you do to my friend?"
Dusty would interrupt and like in a way kind of pull rank of their like he would totally be calling in like a favor of like them having respect for him as grandpa. Would be like, he's a friendly. We have one down. Help!
Oh yeah, she hears your voice. It snaps her out of her mood. She's quick to suggest violence, but she then runs to Metalmorph, knowing that he is a prize for Commander Red. Dog's Body and Fever run to. Fever, everybody steps aside because Fever is a bard. He comes down and he touches Metalmorph. He does. Would he know how to heal you, Metalmorph? Have you ever been this wounded before?
With these people, probably not. I think the last time I was this badly wounded was when I was found in the forest.
Okay. He will come down. He'll sit next to you. He doesn't know, but he knows you're hurt. He will cast. He reaches and says, duh, bruh. You're too, cool to die, bruh. And he casts Healing Word for 5. It hears you, it rings in your ears, but it does not register any healing. He looks to Boots, confused. He'll do it again. He doesn't fucking know what's going on. You know what? He's gonna make an intelligence check real quick.
Like, bruh, why would you get up?
Like, bro, yeah. Bruh, did you not hear me, bruh? I said, get up.
Does he make an Arcana check?
You can make an Arcana check. Yeah, this creature that is laying next to you is pure energy from the gods. Oh, with an 8 though, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Would I at least be able to tell Fiver that like stop is not working?
Yeah, you can say that before he casts his other one. He won't cast that other one. He'll save that spell slot. He doesn't cast that second one. That doesn't happen. But everybody, Metalmorph, are starting to realize that you are not like normal. You are not like you're different.
As normal as he could be compared to a turtle man, an owl man, a fire person, a dog person.
Yeah, these you actually, it's funny enough, you fit like right in with all this hodgepodge mix of people, but they cannot figure out a way to heal you, and to them, that is very bizarre. And Boots comes forward. She looks at the druid. She shoos the druid away. She says, she looks at Dusty, and as she's looking at Dusty, she's mostly talking to you, Dusty, but she's talking to the druid, right? But she's communicating with you. She looks at you and she says, you've done enough. You may back away. We will take our friend. And she waits for the grandpa to kind of see what he says about this.
We all need to work together. I unfortunately cannot help with how heavy he is. And I would point out to the druid and be like, I wish to have words.
Yeah.
And kind of just telling him like they should go on ahead while I'm dealing with this guy. But I have him with me, so if everyone's moving forward, like heading back to camp, I would kind of be inclined to have the druid follow with me as like in the back and kind of pull up the rear and like start asking him questions like.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
So this happens as Skully, you grab a leg, Fever grabs the leg, Dog Body grabs the leg, Boots grabs an arm, and everybody's like pulling Metalmorph, this 300-pound motherfucking thing, through the damn jungle. Everybody, Boots is complaining the most, but like everybody's like sweating and shit as they carry this guy. Rain is pouring down. Everybody's like, you hear like pivot, and she's like moving you through these things. And in the back, you and the mysterious druid have a moment, Dusty, to kind of speak with one another. Skully, your ears are open, so you can interject on this whenever you need to. Metalmorph, you are unconscious, my friend. I'm sorry,
Okay. No, that's good.
you're out of it.
I'm
Yeah,
into it. Hell yeah.
yeah, cool. So, Dusty, you are in the back. Skully, you can still hear this conversation as the rain is falling, but talking loud enough to kind of hear. What do you say, Dusty? What kind of questions do you have for this random old elven druid?
I don't think he would even, besides besides Metalmorph, I don't think he's ever really seen another druid. So it wouldn't be, it would be unlikely that he would have come across one that he would have recognized, instead of just druids being taken on wild shapes and just hanging out in wild shapes. So he had no idea. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So he would just straight up ask him like, "Who are you? You change like our friend. Why are you here?" He seemed drawn to you.
Your friend speaks the language of our... He doesn't say class, but whatever the druids would refer to themselves as, he says that. I think that word makes sense to Dusty, because he knows about robots and wizards and fighters.
Right.
And he says, I asked for help, and your friend arrived. He helped me when I was in need. I wish to do the same. These islands are my home. Something foul has washed ashore and has corrupted these beautiful creatures.
What is your name, friend? Like straight out.
He has been great, and Lamar today was the team once again. I mean, he's just doing everything a little bit, but he's been so impressive this year. I know coaches that we.
He says, my name is Adrian. I've been here. I was sent here by the nation of Nazir, seeking nature, or seeking harmony amongst the living creatures of the islands. I'm an emissary to these parts.
I'm not signing the contract. I'm just going to hit 62 home runs.
This death, these creatures that are affected, it's unnatural, but unsavory. Why is this happening? What do you know?
There's an island of death nearby. Their island is normally kept peaceful, and the corruption is kept there. This storm rage washed the necrotically fueled creatures upon shores in the area. Their sickness spreads rapidly. Something I cannot control. Something has stirred the once dormant creatures on that island, and now they seek out, scavenge life around these islands.
I'd chime in. Hey, Dusty, you remember that temple?
Dusty just looks like, gives like a sharp staring look at you because he had no idea you were listening.
Yeah.
I say owl ears, sorry.
The young whelp has a point. We were helping one of the indigenous villages here, and we came across a temple. And as I'm saying that, I'm pulling out my notes, and I'm going to show him the celestial writing along with the translation that I would have written.
Okay, so you wrote the translation. Let me see if he knows celestial.
Okay.
No, he does not. He knows. Oh, no, he does not know celestial. So you show him the words, but the translation is what he's keying on to.
Right. And I'm showing him this, like, something was trapped here. Something possibly of an undead nature. I don't know how long you've been here, but I would be inclined to not put it past me that it's connected.
Ooh, he will make a very important history check. He has a +5. He needs to beat he needs to beat 20. Okay, this is very hard for him. Here we go. Yes, yes. He stops when he hears the temple. He almost stops in his tracks. He puts his hand out on your chest, and he kind of stops you as well. Skully, you see this. You stop so you can hear as well. Boost looks at you and goes like, "Hey, what the fuck? Pick up your leg!" And she looks over her shoulder and looks at the two of you. And he looks and he says, "The creature has stirred the nightmare." And he says, "The scream beast." And with that, you see a cold kind of, the color drains from his body, and he begins like a white, like he saw a ghost. Sweat begins to pour, and he says, "No, that can't be." He's murmuring to himself, maybe information that you may not know, but he's been here for quite some time. So he's speaking about information and recalling stuff that he has noticed on these places. But he does mention a scream beast. He does mention that.
I think Dusty would kind of make a mental note, but also like in his own mind, as he hears him say the scream beast, he's thinking and hoping that his patron heard that and seeing if that might pick up anything or might sound familiar.
Yeah, Nirum hears this, and as he sees it, he says like scream beast. Nirum speaks to you.
It cannot be. Those creatures made by the gods of death. If they are in this region, I would love to see that. Extinct for millennium upon millennium.
It's a creature. He speaks to you in his mind, in your mind. Creature of nightmare. A creature of the scariest thing you can imagine. It has a knack for snuffing out the life of the living. And Nilgrim, believes that this creature was extinct millennia ago. History books talk about this creature. You guys all have a kind of weird feeling in the pit of your stomach of, are you guys here for that reason? Are you guys searching for something like that to release or to find?
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you have that ringing in your ears, and you pull up to the coastline, and you guys spend the rest of the day. Is there any other questions you may have for this druid as you guys sit along the coast and wait for Metalmorph to kind of come to?
Dusty would continue his conversation with Adrian and would ask Captain Boots if she has a map that he could borrow.
Yeah, he brings up the map. She opens it up, shows it to Grandpa.
And I would ask Adrian, "You've been here for some time. Is there
he immediately pokes. He immediately points here.
Okay.
The corrupted ground. On the map, it's perceived as just a block, kind of splotch on the ground, but the trees are different, and even the artistry of this map signifies the different trees and the darker ground. This is a place that you will best avoid. This is the place that he was speaking about with the creatures that you have been encountering now.
You say avoid, which means
Avoid which means the DM is gonna send your motherfucking asses there, baby.
Yeah. So for clarification, when they talk about when he talks about stuff getting swept onto the island, is he talking like stuff from this island getting swept into the rest of the area?
The storm was so strong it capsized your guys' ship, remember? And something spread these creatures all in this area. And they are now inhabiting and entering different zones. And he's picking up on it from here. So they have probably made it a good portion of the island. Of this small shattered glass islands here. And he seems to be alarmed at the issue. But who knows if this happens often, right? Who knows if this is something that is common, but the storms have brought this kind of woe upon people here.
Yeah, and then I would just ask him for points of interest, like where would be some place we can restock or get some natural.
He points here. Every couple of months, he comes into the main city here. It's a village he talks about that is a moderate size. There's about 1,000 people maybe living here. Okay. There is trade here. The nation of Prime has a embassy here, so there are commerce. There are actual nobles. There are people who come here to visit and hang out. But this is the only island that is tamed in the region. He tells you this. He says this right here is a volcano that is an ash-covered island. Creatures from the elemental plane of fire easily roam this area. This is something that he points at that he cannot explain. There is ice and snow in this tropical area. Snow in the mountains and snow on the ground. He's never been here. He doesn't know why. But this is something that's an anomaly in the area. Other than that, he gives you the typical, these islands are beautiful, stay away from here, you know what I mean, type of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that would mostly be it, and then just if he has any insight on Metalmorph and why he's down, because I think at this point he needs to know traditional healing methods are not working. Don't work for him.
He's old. He is scratching his head right alongside of you. He will make a history check at disadvantage because you're rare, Metalmorph. You are not something common for these people to know. You were around these creatures in their infancy. Who knows if they even remember which. And he does not. Unfortunately, that's a 7.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Bud.
Yeah. Yeah. No one knows Metalmorph. You are something special. You are rare. You are exactly Dusty. You are seeing this now. Your patron Nilrim is he's even curious about this, but he hasn't turned his curiosity too much into that. And you don't know if that's because is Metalmorph alive, or is that because does Metalmorph have a soul? Is that because he just is not interested in Metalmorph? But he hasn't mentioned him too much yet.
Right. He's curious.
Yeah, curious. All right.
Very, very curious.
Yeah, I think that would be it, though. I think I would just kind of be keeping an eye on them, keeping an eye on Metalmorph, and whatever information that I already gathered, I think was
Yeah.
I think that was mostly it. I don't think he was asking, or just like how long he's been on the island or these islands.
He goes back and tells you he's been on these islands for over 400 years. This is one of his first assignments, and he fell in love with it. These island and the indigenous people are beautiful. They're not like the humans. They're not like the dwarves or the gnomes or the halflings who constantly want to kind of upgrade themselves. These indigenous tribesmen here are very happy and very content living their, low-key lives. And he finds that beautiful from an elven perspective.
Quick, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
No problem. And, he finds that kind of beautiful.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm curious if any of the things that we've talked about sounded just slightly unsavory. So like, if I had an inkling that he was hiding something or kind of.
Yes.
Oh, what do you call it? What's the word when they?
Something he's holding.
He's embellishing.
Yeah.
His the way he's describing how much he loves the island and all
that. Definitely. Yeah.
Inside.
Okay. So what you perceive is that he is very happy here with your 7.
Okay.
What is the real truth? Maybe a bit, just content with your job assignment. One would say, maybe.
Okay.
Right? You got sent here and you're just dealing with it. He's able to portray it as something more grand in his mind, in his heart, than it actually probably really is to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Skully, is there anything that you can hear this conversation all going? Is there anything that you would like to add, or anything that you would like to add, Adrian, before he retreats back into the?
Kind of paying attention, but sidelines.
Okay.
You're seeing the fact that I got hurt by a bunch of baby spiders.
True. Yeah. The rest of the day, Adrian stays and kind of conjures up some good berries for everybody. Everybody may get 1 HP, and he hands it out to all of your guys'. He gives you guys a thanks. He does a prayer and a blessing to Metalmorph, and we'll let Metalmorph come back first and see if he wants to say anything to the Druid. For the Druid, Adrian parts ways, and the party continues to the main island. I want to get you guys there.
I have one more thing I would ask him, if that's cool.
Yeah, please.
I would ask him if he has any knowledge of plant life here in terms of medicinal.
Yeah.
He's been here for a while.
He will show you some plant materials that actually are good for on the island, that are good for making healing potions. So if you have all the ingredients right now that he picks for you to make 1 superior healing potion, you just need to take the time to make it.
Okay, I'm back.
If that's the case, then I'm totally like, Skully, watch him. He's excited now because I would also have written down and kind of did a little bit of minor sketching, to recognize and memorize what kind of plants there were.
The plants that he's choosing. Yes, and I'll give you a plus 2 to your rolls to find medicinal plants on every island now. So he shows you these ones, the plants that he picks out. He doesn't have all the time in the world to show you the whole island. But he finds you some. He puts them together, and he says that you have a poisoner's kit. You can make yourself 1 superior healing potion with these plants that he gives you, and you make note of what plants they are. Metalmorph, you come to. Your allies and your friends are around you. A nomad is sitting probably the closest to you. You guys have a unique kind of bond, and he is waiting for you to wake up. And as soon as you do, he's the first person who kind of hobbles over to you. He pats you on the stomach, and you open your eyes. Your bird, Viktor, is not far from your side, and Nomad speaks calmly and low to you. He says, "You scared me, friend. Welcome back."
Kind of looks up at him and goes, "What did I miss?"
I don't know what you came across out there, but it got you pretty good. And you are pretty ravaged, as you can see.
See my torso ripped open or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your gears and sparks or fluids or whatever's in your divine energy, the inner workings of you are kind of exposed slightly.
He looks,
And
he looks down at it and he goes, "Oh, it's only minor problem." And then
Yeah.
his hand kind of clenches and it turns into a block, spins, goes into his bicep, or not into his bicep, but his tricep, and then out comes what I guess the fantasy version of a blowtorch. And,
cool.
What?
And
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Instead of a normal orange flame, you see this like cyan blue flame with like little sparks of magic fly out from the edges of it as he starts to cast mending on himself.
And it begins to, mend himself with this. That's fucking cool. You may roll your hit dice, sir. As many hit dice as you have. That's so fucking cool.
I'm going to roll... Fuck it, I'm gonna roll 2. Because I'm all kinds of fucked up. So that's... So my constitution, so it'd be 2d8 plus 6.
Let's go, baby.
14.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's go. There we go.
20 health back.
Good job.
Let's go.
Yeah. The rain continues.
No,
wouldn't it
be 21 since I come back with 1 hit point?
You sure do.
Yay!
The canoes are switched over, flipped over, used for shelter, and you guys begin to set sail the next day towards the next place.
Long rest?
You get another short rest. You guys get one more hit dice, and then you guys get to roll at whatever hit dice you guys would like to roll. But tonight, Fever, he kind of gets everyone together, and he casts Song of Rest.
Oh,
except for me.
Except for you, unfortunately.
That's all good.
No. Whenever you use a hit dice, it's not a heal. When you use a hit dice.
Okay.
And you guys all get, whoever uses a hit dice gets an extra 4 hit points.
I'm back to max HP. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. So with the favor thing, what does it do? I get an extra. An extra D6 on top of the hit dice.
Yeah, he played it at night. You guys are sitting around the shore at a campfire, and he pulls out his violin and he plays this song, and it uplifts everyone's spirits. You guys all gain an additional 4 hit points if you spend a hit dice to regain hit points.
Okay, because we're taking a short rest, right? We're not taking a long rest.
Every short rest in my world is 8 hours. A long rest is a week. So yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right.
So you guys may. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'd be at full.
And once you guys wake up in the morning, you guys get another hit dice because that's how the game works. The next morning, you guys wake up and begin canoeing again, heading towards the main island. And then this time, as you begin to canoe towards the island, about halfway here, there is a bunch of birds and creatures in the sky. There is a lot of activity on this shoreline right here. Crazy amount of birds, crazy amount of movement in the water. And we will jump here. And you guys are kind of canoeing underneath you. Let me put your guys' tokens on the map here.
Could I take off to get to an equal altitude as the birds to see?
Yeah, you definitely can. Yeah, you can. Fuck yeah, you can. The party. I'm gonna put Dusty. You're gonna be here with Nomad.
Yeah.
Now, Metalmorph, do you want to be with Dog's Body or do you want to be with Fever?
I think I'm gonna stick with Dog's Body. I want to have her be my
Okay.
little companion for a while.
Cool. You are sitting next to Dog's Body.
Yeah, would Nomad, would his fever? I would have checked before we started setting sail again. Would his fever have broke at this point, or is he
still something is infecting him, and he is becoming more and more feverish. The color is draining from his body. You realigned his leg, but the snapping and the breaking inside was not fixed, right? You just made it so he is kind of okay to move on. There is a fever breaking, and give me a medicine check real quick, as if there's anything in your pack that can maybe lower this fever.
So yeah, medicine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know that there is something affecting his blood, something in the wound, and when you get to the next island, you're gonna need to bleed this bad poisonous blood out. You're gonna need leeches, probably. You're gonna need to recut his wound because it is starting to swell, maybe leak out some of the blood there. But he is bleeding and sweating profusely, and you guys are on the open ocean. In the distance, as you guys row, not the open ocean, but the ocean, you see underneath you an underground kind of civilization buried now beneath the waves.
Oh.
Yeah, adventure hook. There is you guys continue to row. Skully, give me that perception check, because there is a ton of activity on the coastline, and yes, something gigantic in size, right? Not large, not huge, but gigantic, washed along the shore where you guys are making waves. And there is a ton of creatures in the air. And with that perception check, you look down, and as you look down to look at your allies, you notice something. You notice a little bit of sharky bobarkies swimming in the fucking water.
Bum, bum, bum,
And
bum,
and you notice one other thing. You notice that Metalmorph is bleeding and blood is being let into the water. And Skully.
So, question for Metalmorph's blood, because it's
Metalmorph's blood, yes, is leaking. His fluid is leaking. He's healed.
Blood is into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, you guys made me eat.
Yeah, he's exactly. He's leaving because you were knocked to the brink of almost death. Like that doesn't just recover immediately. You are still kind of leaking and a little bit, and you're leaving black here and here. But as you notice that Skully with that perception check, Nomad is leaking red here and here. Okay.
So
black is easier to see.
Low, yeah, I'd swoop in low and just holler at everybody, "Hey, sharks!" And there's blood in the water.
Yeah.
And then swoop back up, kind of. I don't know how hard it would be, but like short bow out, kind of just flying around.
Mm-hmm.
Hey DM.
Yes, sir.
Can I cast Speak with Animals?
You sure can.
Yeah. Would I have enough time to cast it as a ritual?
Yeah, as a ritual?
Okay.
Yeah, I would assume so. You guys are rolling boats.
I'm gonna cast it as a ritual. Hello, little fish comrades.
Yes, you speak out. They begin to speak out. They say, hungry. Feed.
There is a little
blood.
problem. I am not made of organic material. I am not tasty. No, not good.
We smell blood. We smell blood, and they begin to swarm around you. and move and begin to trail Dusty's boat.
I am going to give you singular warning. Do not attack or I will crush brain.
All right. As you say that, make me a perception check.
Oh,
You gotta beat a... Yeah, you might be good at this. Make me a perception check because you're seeing something in the sky as you're talking
in the sky.
out.
Okay, I thought that was going to be like Jaws or something.
No, not yet.
What I get?
Okay.
Not terrible.
With your beast speak, Skully, you do not see this because it is attacking from the sun. There is a griffin overhead.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Okay.
And it begins to swoop down, coming in from the sun. And right there, we will end our session today, waiting to see what happens in the next one. We'll be back next Sunday as you guys are in the open water with sharks around you.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. That's
Hell
so cool.
Yeah, good job, guys. You guys are fucking doing fantastic. This is probably the last. There's one encounter left here, and then you guys will arrive on shore. This is probably the hardest encounter that you guys have ever come across because you are in the open water. If you fall off the boat, you will begin to have to swim, sink. If you're wearing armor, that's even worse, obviously. Right. And I don't know if you guys have swim speeds or whatever the case may be, but we will get into session next week at 1 o'clock. We will go for 4 hours, and we will see if the party arrives in the mainland, where you guys will have a long rest and a level up. Just make it there, boys.
Yeah.
Just make it there. That's all you have to do.
Just have to get there.
You guys are amazing. Good role playing. I really enjoyed getting each one of you guys together and kind of role playing a little bit of backstory with you guys. I hope you guys are really invested to your characters.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
So much.
Super invested into your guys' characters as well. Don't think I'm trying to kill you. I'm sorry. The animals are just doing what the animals are doing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
The difficulty level's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so you guys are making it out, and I'm very impressed, and it's because you guys are having some really great ideas. And we will pick up next Sunday at 1 o'clock, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for playing. It was so fun playing with you guys. You guys have a nice week, and I'll be in the Discord if you guys want to have any questions, send some memes, send some gifts. I'll be here. I'll see you guys next week, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, next week,
Bye-bye, guys. Be safe.
All right. Peace out, guys.